Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to LCK Challenger 2023 Summer. I'm Atlas, joined by Chronicler here, and you guys have been having some fun in the chat. If you could explain to me exactly what game we're playing. We require dice and things like that. We're playing like D&D. I'm a little bit confused because apparently my name's Arliss and I'm morphing into a Chronicle and I become Calusical.
Charlusical.
David, are you okay? Is my question.
Oh, it's a campaign.
We're doing
tabletop sims in chat.
That is actually, we're running a D&D campaign. It's called The Prophecy of the Elder Flip. Oh my god. And you had an encounter with a wild Atlas. Okay, it all makes sense now.
That actually is a great explanation for what was happening.
Yeah, no, I completely appreciate it. And all power to you guys. I hope the game continues. And then we'll get into the draft. Andrew, start the draft. Wow, yeah, because you said so, we're going to do so.
Hey, he's a swag doc, okay? We gotta put some respect to the name. If he says start the game,
you know what? We're going to do it in our own time, and we don't work by your rules, Andrew. If that's even your real name.
How long have you been casting? 2016 or 17? I'm not 100% sure. I think 17.
2017 years?
No, since 2017.
I've been casting for 2023 years. I started in the year 0. All right, let's introduce Gen.G Global Academy. Zest, Winner, Ophelia, Cafe, and Lospa will be the ones taking to the Rift against Nongshim here today. Ophelia, of course, known for his glorious hair, you can see is continuing to be voluptuous and lovely today. Absolutely fantastic. Cafe's been performing very well this season, didn't do so in the last season. So looking forward to a continued improved performance, especially now that he's against the one and only, not Calyx, not anymore, not this week, because Vital is actually moving down to save Nongshim's challenger roster.
What's the difference between this and the regular LCK stream? Just keep watching. You'll figure it out.
This guy didn't know that Zest switched from StarCraft to League. He still plays Protoss, don't worry.
Don't you worry.
He'll
find a way.
Top lane.
Vel'Koz only.
Yeah.
So, on Nongshim's side, the team has been having some ups and downs. Some great games, some games where they're doing not so hot. But I do think a lot of that can be contributed to the fact that they did not have an AD carry. They had Calyx auto-filled as an AD carry who, while trying his best, isn't really comparable to the real thing. And fortunately, the real thing is back because Vital, who made finals in 2022 spring and generally has just been a really strong carry when it comes to challengers, is back.
Also, OT Pride, baby. Played for Direwolves for a little bit there as well.
LJL Pride as well.
Oh yeah, this man's been around the block, but mainly in like the Southeast Asia type region and Oceania. You know, he sticks to this portion of vertical space in the world. That's what he's done, and I appreciate that because we'd hate to lose him to Europe or North America. It's a bigger flight. You know, getting back from there is tough. So he's sticking around in our general vicinity and is thankfully now back in Korea, just chilling there in the bottom lane with Double H, and we'll see how they're going to be able to perform together in this particular game.
Some Nongshim fans.
By the way, Flash isn't the Faker of StarCraft. Faker is the Flash of League of Legends.
Yeah.
please do not mix that up.
Flash is
Flash happened first.
Flash is a very special individual.
Yeah.
And it's really not comparable to anyone we have in League. Like not
well,
even
I mean,
a little bit.
I think Faker is
it's
his
a team
GOAT
sport, right?
status is a little bit higher than Flash's now, which is kind of interesting. But Flash has certainly won a heck of a lot. And was like, he also, like, when StarCraft Remastered came out, he was still just winning everything. Like, it's actually nuts because it's been a really long time since he started. So it's just really cool. And yeah, Parrot KT, there we go.
Peanut has been replaced. It's Winner.
Yeah, no more Peanut. I think he's helping. He's either in Queensland or New Zealand. I'm not entirely sure where.
Yeah, he's helping out with the camel
Or is
farm.
he in the alpaca farm in Tasmania? I'm not sure.
Oh,
There's a lot of different places that these kids are working. Their side hustles. As Call Me, been playing pretty well in this mid lane for Nongshim. Yeah, a couple of Gragas games, a couple of Annie games actually, and 5 Gragas games.
Remember, guys, these players are not good and shall not be picked up by any teams. Very good. Repeat it after me. These players are
Thanks,
not
Crazy
good.
Poppet.
Shall not be picked up by
Wait,
any
is it
team.
Crazy Poppet or Crazy Poppet? I feel like Poppet
don't
should be a
know.
double P.
Oh, Andrew Swagdog, where's Faker? We don't know.
Oh, man,
no,
you
we
are
do
heading
know.
toward.
It's
Yeah, Faker is in Queensland.
yeah,
Yeah.
in Defts.
No. Death's Alpaca
Chovi's?
Farm is so.
Chovi's Llama Farm.
No. Chovi's Camel Farm is in New Zealand.
God, I keep losing track of this, man.
There's a lamb farm in Queensland though, and that's where Faker decided to go. I know it's just it's all a bit.
It's tough to keep track of.
It is tough to keep track of, but that's all right. Worst players worldwide. No LCS teams should downgrade at all.
That is
My
accurate.
Venom, you're singing our song. You're singing our song.
Double tree.
And because of Andrew, we're here into the draft for pick and ban for game 1. Double tree bans, like you were talking about, Nongshim, they know. And Zest, he's going to lock in the first purple lady, but the second purple lady will be locked away by Nongshim.
Are you joking about these farms for real? For real? No, for real.
Yeah,
On
for real,
cap.
for real. Yeah.
No cap, on God.
Guppy fish.
So we have these. I'm just. So, okay, there's a lot going on here. I was expecting a Tristana lock-in.
Oh, that's a rel.
Yeah. So I was expecting a Tristana lock-in, which the fact that that didn't happen kind of baffled me. Rel also has been. Well, she was reworked, and then she was like kind of mini changed still in this patch. And then she is quite strong. Her jungle, I think, did get nerfed, but her support really shot up on this patch. And I think she's also slated for nerfs on 13. And obviously, Rel Sejuani is that's
the cavalry.
That's a lot of cavalry. That's
So-
a lot of CC.
So we need Hecarim to come in next. And then, which other mounted champion is there? Kled?
Sure.
Hecarim Kled. And then we swap out Kai'Sa for Quinn.
Sure.
And so then we get everyone's mounted. Although
Full
technically
mounts.
Rel isn't mounted.
Oh, we
is
could just
she?
do Nunu. That's a lot easier, actually.
Yeah, Nunu's fine.
So Nunu jungle, and then Kled mid. and
Lilia
then
is
Sedge
not
top.
mounted. Lilia is Lilia. So it makes it a little bit different.
Casters don't play TFT. I do not, but I'm
do.
fairly certain that
Yeah,
Atlas does
play
a lot.
I play a lot of TFT actually. I was playing a lot last night. I've been playing Yasuo comps mostly. It's just so easy to get whatever you want these days. With you use the Twisted Fate thing, and then you just get every item that you ever need.
No idea.
It's
But
really
it sounds cool.
yeah. It's cool, but it's annoying.
You included Hecarim, though. That is a very good point.
What do you mean? Of course, I included Hecarim.
Well, Hecarim and Lilia are basically the same.
Yeah, but I think of Hecarim as the Headless Horseman from Sleepy Hollow.
Okay.
So
Makes sense.
he isn't actually a centaur.
So-
He's just a Headless Horseman.
With Tristana here, and then we kind of win the game, no?
Yeah, why didn't we ban Tristana?
I have no idea.
Oh, never
that
mind.
works
They were
as
going
well.
to play Ezreal anyway. I
Yeah,
guess.
Ezreal mid's fine as well. I like Tristana more, because I think
Ooh,
Tristana...
this is way more color coordinated. Look at that. Like, Rel and Ezreal's hairstyle is the best. You've got Purple Dude, Purple Lady, and then you've got Sejuani existing. Really, really cool. I just like it. I like how it goes. Also, Nongshim's dive comp is like real divey. I'm into it. Oh my god, they're actually just playing the Kai'Sa counter in the mid lane.
I should have really seen that one coming.
Yeah, we should have
actually.
seen that one coming.
So it's going to be... But I don't love... I still would have liked Tristana more.
Yeah, no, me too.
Because Rel Tristana is great.
No, but also Rel Kai'Sa is really good.
So, I mean, the one benefit, I think, is that the amount of CC that's available is still great for Nongshim here. You have 3 activators for Kai'Sa. The downside is obviously you're playing dive into Cannon and into a Xayah.
Yeah, it's not great.
But it's important to remember that Kai'Sa does, like between Kai'Sa and Ezreal, you actually kind of transform the comp. because it will be the AP variant of Kai'Sa. So between Kai'Sa and Ezreal, especially, I don't know which build Vital is going to go, but considering that there's no front line, you can just go like full burst build, go like Essence Reaver and Manamune and really try to go Navori, like really go all in on crit. And then you have, between Kami and Vital, like really great poke with really good engage. You can play 1-4 with Jax on the side lane, and if they miss position or mess up, it makes it very hard to play. For Gen.G, I think their team fighting obviously is great. Their mid-jungle 2-2 is really strong, but this specific iteration of LeBlanc, to me, doesn't work as well with Lee, because I think a lot of it comes down to how well you can poke, and the early game's a lot weaker. So LeBlanc, to me, has kind of changed into... She always was like kind of a quote-unquote poke champion, but now she actually just straight up is...
Well,
is poke.
Yeah, she used to be poke, but you die from it.
Poke-ish.
Yeah. But now, you're right. It doesn't work. Like, you don't have the burst damage to pair with the Lee Sin as effectively. But it'll still be a pretty good combo as the game begins. So we'll see how things actually go. Not enough coffee for Atlas. I've had 2 venti-sized cappuccinos and the coffee that I brought from home. And also the coffee that I had at home before I got here. If anything, I've had way too much coffee today. Well,
your tolerance is good. No, Ivern is actually now permaban. It's really strong and definitely a champion that is seen. Ivern and Rel on one day in my LCK challengers.
Isn't it incredible? We're also getting the Kai'Sa mid lane as well for our challengers to experiment with here. And Call Me could maybe get a victory on it as well. Absolutely fantastic. Let's rock out a little bit to some Carly Rae Jepsen. I just met you, and this is crazy. I think that was the song that was playing.
Yeah. I know you know, but I love Carly Rae Jepsen. She just released a new song called Shy Boy.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it about a shy boy?
It is about how shy boys are great. So all of you League of Legends fans out there, you can be a shy boy.
If you'd
Carly
like to,
Rae Jepsen will still appreciate you.
The shy boy, exactly. He's also great. How is he doing these days? I haven't actually kept up.
He was not doing so hot.
He was doing a little bit of early season Illimer, you know, recently.
I think
but
actually
I haven't really.
So I actually think we got tagged in a LCK CL bingo tweet. Let me quickly.
Ooh, there's a bingo tweet.
I think so. Let me quickly pull that up while we talk a little bit, as we do see the Kai'Sa mid.
Look at all these firsts. Mihail hasn't played Jax this season. Actually, kind of crazy.
Well, Mihail really has. He's been in a lot of character development.
He's been in a lot of Cassante development. Oh, here it is. Surging Tides. Laura, we appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right, we've actually set up the bingo. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 slots filled on this bingo card.
I also have a tweet of one of our regular chatters, MTBLI. At Chronicler, why was Pyke not given League MVP after that last game?
True.
Who is win, guys? It's challengers, so 0 clue. No idea. If you don't know what...
If you get Blackout, you get free chicken paid by the Pocket of Atlas. Oh, no. Are we playing the drinking game again? Astro Nautilus, you're not here, right? I saw that you were in Valdez's chat earlier on today, so you might be around. But just no more drinking games, please.
So we have...
I get worried about you.
3 static shifts this game? Because Vital's not going Shiv, obviously. He's gone Conqueror, and he's in the AD carry position, so don't expect that to be the case.
Yeah, it's a 1, 2, 3, isn't it? Because it's Fleet on the cannon.
Yeah, it's cannon, LeBlanc, and then Call Me.
Yeah. Oh no, Call Me's not going to build it. It's Mihail. Static Jax, baby.
Shat? Nah.
Stacks?
Stacks?
Yeah.
That works.
Have we tasted LCK BBQ, and is it as good as it looks?
It is.
Yeah, it is really good. BBQ is actually a great brand. The olive oil vibe that they have going on, that's what sort of sets them apart from the other chicken brands. It's really good. So, yeah, would recommend. Checking out the bottom lane. Double H, we'll see how he's going to go on this rel so far. You know, just so good here in this mid lane, as that was a lot of things that happened to that poor, unsuspecting Rift Scuttler. As, all right, the Liger making its way into the enemy jungle. God, I love Zoids, man.
Zoids?
Really into it.
I never
You never watched it? You're the anime guy, and I'm the one that's seen Zoids?
Is
kind
this
of
like
weird.
Is this an H thing?
Yeah,
I know
probably.
how old Zoids is.
It is very
I also never watched Dragon Ball Z.
that's
Dragon Ball.
That's something that you, like, I think that... Is that an age thing, though, Dragon Ball Z?
No, I've never watched it.
You weren't a Dragon Ball Z guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mistake Boy, one of us. Zoids was so cool.
One of us.
There was just something, like,
One of us.
I even seem to remember that the main character for Zoids was kind of annoying, but it didn't matter. Because, like, the robots and stuff was so cool. And he had that dinosaur robot friend. Man.
D&D classes. I'm usually a rogue, but I like Bard as well. Missing Crony last year's co-stream, but it's just evolved. Now we have, yeah.
So I mean, this is just the next evolution.
It is.
Yeah.
It really is. Yeah. It has better production value and has all the LCK casters instead of just me. It's a
Instead of sometimes having
great
an
upgrade.
LCK caster, perhaps.
Maybe.
That was where Orcs made his LCK debut, though.
He did, yeah.
So there you
Covey
go.
as well. Before he was
Yeah.
on the guy on the TV, he was also on Challengers.
I can't believe we freed him from the TV.
Yeah.
So sad. We should have just kept him in there forever for fun. But as it turns out, you can't just keep humans inside a TV forever.
They gotta fly out, man.
Yeah.
They gotta go and live their TV dreams.
Yeah. I didn't want him to leave the nest or the TV, as it were. Anyway, with Anadolia, shoutouts to Round the Twist. I also loved Round the Twist. What was there was one where they planted a lemon tree over a fox that died, and they buried the fox or something. That one was creepy. That was a creepy episode. Oh, and there was the Magic Underpants episode of Round the Twist as well. Bronson like put his underwear in the microwave, and it made them into magic underwear.
I have zero idea what you're talking about.
I know, it was super weird. I think with Anadolia, back me up. Do you remember that
Zero
episode,
clue.
the magic underwear episode?
What?
Yeah, that's real. That's
happened?
called Australian TV, baby.
Captain Under... Okay, well, I...
Can't remember, but you rewatched the Water Spirit episode last night? Oh my god, I actually remember the Water Spirit episode. That actually... Oh, and do you remember the one where there was the ghost family at the top of the lighthouse? God, that was creepy and cool. I love that episode.
You know how sometimes you have a party, right? And you go to a party.
Dora Too Crazy remembers it as well.
And at the party, like, they're meeting all these friends from their from high school and that they used to hang out with. And they're just making all these jokes and references, and you just have zero idea what the hell is going on.
Yeah,
that's
I'm
me.
talking about like an
That's me.
old Australian TV show.
I'm going through that right now. I'm like trying to like.
It actually,
What
it's
is
kind
the-
of
what is-
poignant because the guy that helps us out here at Challenger, his name's Bronson, and one of the main characters in Round the Twist, his name is Bronson. And he was the son, and they'd always say, Bronson! They get really upset at him. It's really fun. Big fan.
Okay.
Big fan.
Don't worry, Connor. Our casually and love belongs to you in a confused way. I really appreciate the support. I need that right now. Bit in
Hey,
shambles.
I'm having a conversation with 2 people in chat, okay?
We have a very wide spread of different audiences that aren't from Australia, Atlas.
Hey, that's true, but we also have with Anadolia from Australia.
Yeah,
All right?
I'm aware.
So I'm just, you know, you can cater to everyone, or you can cater to just one person. And one of those things is the correct thing to do, and the other one is the thing that I'm
there's
doing.
another one, the Raider as well. So
Hey, there we go. I mean, yeah, the Raider was there.
There's also a lot to be said about when it comes to artistry, right? Not making the art for the audience, but making the art for you.
That's actually a good thing as well, you know? And then bring everyone along for the ride.
Yeah.
What I should be doing is providing a little bit of context. But you can't provide context around the twist because it's actual insanity. The whole show. Theoretically, it's like a family values-based TV show, but all sorts of really insane
Yeah,
stuff
I
happens.
think it's actually better if you don't explain anything.
Yeah.
You just keep talking about it.
No, it's
Because that
it's really
actually
nutty.
works better.
It also
'Cause it
has
makes
like
it
these
very
weird
funny.
interludes with like just like random plants talking to each other and stuff. It's really odd.
So Kalex didn't really get benched, but Kalex is a mid laner.
Yeah, Kalex is a mid laner, so Colmy's the one playing, and Kalex played the bottom lane because they didn't have an AD carry last
And
week.
he tried his best, but they were losing a lot. So,
Oh,
understandably...
it was based on Paul Jennings' books. That's interesting. Do you remember the Wicked series by Paul Jennings and that other guy? I had so many of those books back then.
Oh, Zest has ultimate.
Yeah, they're going to look
Might
for
have a
something
fight
here.
here.
Might actually have to pay some attention to the game as Sounder goes in, does manage to find Zest, but Mihail's moving on forward, finds a counter-strike as that was an unfortunate engage from Lospa. Yeah, gives himself the thumbs down, but it's still going to be Gen.G coming out ahead in this fight. Sounder's going to go down for the second kill, and now they can get to work on the Rift Herald. Gen.G making it look easy in the end.
Worst case scenario here for Nongshim as they try and contest, but if you're not set up, this composition really struggles. You see they're attempting to just take down a target, and they have to because they're behind on the rotation, but hard engaging in on the cannon doesn't end up actually working out. And then with the kick, they're able to isolate HH, who promptly gets taken down. And if the initial individual burst doesn't work out, you're never winning this fight. Cafe just in time to pick up a double buff and a kill on Sounder. And it's a 2k gold lead without the Herald Atlas. Without the Herald.
It's not looking too hot here for Nongshim in the early stages, but they have one of these compositions that will be able to do stuff no matter what, right?
Oh, they will.
So we will be promised some action. I don't think that Nongshim are in a position to do very much good things with the action, but I think the action will happen.
Oh man, that team fight was crazy. It kind of reminds me of that one episode of Around the Twist where Bronson gets pulled in the lead. I got played! What are these guys yapping about? I am with you.
Yeah, that's my
random
fault.
chatter. I don't know.
Yeah. We're yapping about some stuff.
Is this where I talk about Dutch TV shows and talk about Alpha Judo
you should,
Kwak?
Yeah, you should actually talk about it purely in Dutch as well, because it's basically the same level of understanding as what I was just talking
Is this
about.
because I think this is like maybe other people in Europe have
Doesn't
this?
Bronson swallow a fish and wins a swimming race? Yes, that does happen. I remember
So-
that episode too.
Alpha Judo Kwak is about this duck.
Uh-huh.
It's a show about a duck, and he goes on like a bunch of adventures.
Ah, so this is how you were feeling.
Yeah. Actually, he has a great theme song as well. You know, it's an iconic
sing
Dutch
it to
TV
us?
show. No, because I don't know how any of the words will sound in English, and I'm a bit worried about.
You don't have to sing it in Dutch.
No, but that's what I mean. You guys can't understand it, and
Yeah, but
I haven't
that's the
vetted-
whole point.
No, I haven't vetted any of the words, and like I don't know if they accidentally sound like really bad words. I'm not taking that risk.
It doesn't actually matter.
No,
because
'cause-
you're speaking in Dutch,
No, I
even if it
underst-
does sound like a bad word.
Yeah, I understand, but I don't want to take that risk. You know,
I
they
think
have
you'll be
ducks
all
in
right.
Dutchland. We have a lot of duck. It's the Netherlands, but yeah, we have a lot.
Mistake Boy may have made an error.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
think it's on
I
brand.
might also just be getting pranked, which does happen a lot.
Dohet, take the risk.
Do it. Yeah, no, I can't. Doesn't want to get clipped and cancelled. Don't censor yourself, Carla. Can we accept your death?
Exactly, the Holy Spud has spoken.
But I don't remember the lyrics. I'll report back. I'll listen to it, and if I think I can do it, I can. Oh, I see the comment.
Dutch is a pile of consonants pretending to be a language. That's my favorite description so far, as that was not Zest's favorite moment as he gets completely exploded in the top lane.
Apparently, it was also available in Japan under the title Ahiro no Kuwaku. There's no way.
Oh
There's
my God,
no
amazing.
way. Wait, is that if that? I'm gonna Google this right now. If that is true, I don't know how to respond to that.
Chaotic Vision says it's real and it's in full cap, so he can't be lying.
No. I'm getting pranked. There is absolutely zero way.
Oh, he did kill a ward, so I think that means that it is actually basically fine. Bum Bun Squish. Ooh, made the calling Chronicler Danish mistake.
I mean,
Dun,
that was.
dun,
I thought that was a
dun.
meme, and then the first time it wasn't. It was an accident, and then from there on out, it was always a meme.
Uh-huh.
To be fair,
Colby might be dead here.
Yeah, definitely dead.
Yeah, big
to
time
be
dead.
fair, as we do see the LeBlanc Lee combo still coming in strong. Danish and the Netherlands are extremely similar. They're both tiny, flat countries that love biking.
Yeah.
Absolutely zero form of elevation. They're very nice capital cities. Both Copenhagen and Amsterdam are beautiful. Their language sounds very weird in different ways, but very weird nonetheless.
Based on my experience with Danish people,
it's
and
just
that's
tragedy.
Yeah, there we go. Sometimes you back.
It was
in an
almost
inappropriate
done
place.
as well.
Feels bad. Anyway, that's fine. Yeah, in my experience, I feel like Danish people are kind similar to Dutch people, but they swear more in English.
That makes sense.
Because I know you, and I know Deficio. So that's my experience. And so that's I'm going to make the generalization based on that. And I think Deficio
oh my
definitely
God, it's
made...
actually real.
So it's actually your Dutch TV show was released in Japan.
Ahiru no Kuwaku. It's real. And it was all... So it's a duck from a children's musical by a very famous Dutch artist, Herman van Veen. And then it was turned into an anime, which apparently was made by the Netherlands, Germany, and Japan.
Huh. The more you know.
The more you know.
That now occupies stuff in my brain, which is kind of crazy.
So it's Alfred Jodocus Kwak, or Little Duck's Big Love Story, The Adventures of Alfred J. Kwak. Or, I'm not going to go on the Japanese title, but it's there. It exists.
There we go.
Unbelievable.
And that's why Chronicler is an anime fan.
It was there,
part
right?
of his people
It was
this
there
whole
all
time.
along? Are you kidding me? That is mind-blowing to me.
Well, Fitzspire apparently knows it in German from his childhood.
Wait, yeah? Activated the neuron? Wait, let me go. So we have a bunch of other people, right? I'm going to do some other... So there is Rasmus Rapp, Alfred Jotkwak. I don't know why the...
A yacht quack?
Jot, yeah. It
Is
says
that a duck on a yacht?
Alfred Jotkwak. I don't know why...
Wait, Alfred is on a yacht and he's a duck?
Well, I don't know. It just... That's the title that I'm seeing here right in front of me.
Cool.
What? No, I mean, I guess.
Yeah, it's really cool.
There's a couple of other ones, but I can't pronounce them because my...
Why is Chronicler speaking in castle tongue?
The duck always had a Dutch accent when speaking German. That's amazing. That's perfect.
Wait, Prince Albert the duck bought himself a yacht and he's a duck? Yeah, oh, okay, so you're speculating with me, okay.
In hindsight, I did have a lot of... Because I was also really into Donald Duck, you know, like the comic books.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was obsessed with those as well.
I really like
Interesting.
Count Duckula. As far as ducks are concerned, he was my favorite.
Count Duckula?
Yeah. That was like
Is that
a
a
cartoon.
show?
Yeah, it was a cartoon.
Huh.
Count Duckula was dope. Scrooge McDuck, also pretty good.
Mahal, a man alone.
Yes. But a man determined to do some stuff.
Okay.
And a man not going to get queued by winner, but probably still will get killed. And eventually does get queued.
Wait.
But now Cormy's going to come in. True Shot Barrage comes down. Double H is here. He's called in the cavalry, quite literally. And they're not going to be able to kill the Jacks. They're not killing Captain Jack Mihail today.
Who is this guy? What an absolute legend.
I've absolutely no idea.
Holy moly. I can't believe he lived there. That's actually because he had the sidestep on the Q. Although also, you know, winner, if you're going to kick someone. Did he kill him actually? Okay, well, we'll see it in the replay. But I can't believe that he lived. That is mind-boggling.
Why didn't I say Captain Jack's Sparrow? I'm so dumb.
So there actually is a...
Cunkbot knew this whole time.
So there is a South African rapper called Jack Sparrow.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's another
wanted,
reason why I should have done it.
Maybe you wanted to know that.
Oh, man. Astronautilus, welcome. We mentioned you just the other day.
Dutch or Dutch?
By the other day, I mean a few minutes ago.
I am Dutch.
The original terrible gamer, South Africa represent.
Yes, I'm from South Africa, and it's true, yeah. I
Commonwealth
don't know how
Brothers.
I know that. We're really getting out here today on Challengers.
Yeah, I know. We've gone deep. But Jax Paro is what I'm going to use next time. There is a Jax that doesn't get caught. So there we go.
It's actually really good. Atlas dropping
Yeah,
south.
no, that was definitely Chronicler. I have no idea what he's talking about. I'm just pretending just to keep it going.
Please come to Mexico. I would love to.
We'd love to come
Just
to
for the
Mexico.
cuisine. Like, my God, man.
I've
had,
down. I missed out on Mexico because I wasn't there for
yeah, you weren't in LA.
that one.
Yeah,
that
one Worlds. Yeah, the Mexican food in LA was, as it turns out, pretty exceptional. And I'm sure in Mexico proper it'll be even better.
Do you know what's weird? I only started eating Mexican food after moving to Korea from Australia. I'd never had Mexican food before that.
Really?
Yeah. I think I'd had like, you know, the odd taco here and there, but like I now actually eat Mexican food. Very strange. Anyway, Kafei's going to have to use his Featherstorm. Uses it in a direction that doesn't really do anything for him, and Sounder is going to look for it, gets the flash out, and now he has absolutely nowhere to go. Kafei made a series of decisions that led to his demise. And I don't want to comment further.
One might say that League of Legends is nothing but a continuous chain of decisions. And the
I'd
decisions
like to think that basically what that was is Kafei taking a bite out of the taco and then the whole thing breaking open and falling on the floor.
Oh, it fell apart?
Yeah, that's what happened.
Oh, he didn't have like a little napkin
Next
or something to carry
next time
it?
he's going to choose soft shell taco. Let's just say that.
Oh, that's rough. So, Gen.G are very ahead in gold. And oh my God, he's such... Look at him go!
Mahal does not mind about what's going on here. As it turns out, as Double H is going to dismount and look to see whether he can win a battle. Okay, yeah, the chain is going to come down, and Ophelia is now going to look to go aggressive.
Again!
Man, Jax Paro just never
How does he do
in
it
trouble.
twice?
Killer Instinct comes on in. There's the flash from Colmy. Actually, some pretty slick mechanics there from the Kaiser. And Ophelia going to be punished. I'd be tilted, not going to lie.
This guy was a Cassante one-trick!
Well,
Who
now,
is he?
well, it's Jax Paro, as we know.
Oh my God.
They're going to stop trying to catch him. Leave him and his Black Pearl alone.
I'm baffled. I'm vexed. I'm flummoxed, Atlas.
Yeah?
How did
Flabbergasted, one could say.
twice in a row?
Yep.
He made the exact same play.
They should stop flummoxing themselves by trying to stop this Jax. Just accept their fate and understand that he's going to be in a side lane and he's going to be killing turrets and there's nothing that they can do about it. And this time around, Sounder is actually here to try and protect. Winner's going to move on up, and I don't even know whether he'll survive, but he does manage to eradicate the minion wave.
Yeah, the weirdest part to me is that it feels like Nongshim is ahead in this game. And they are when it comes to Drakes, but it is Cloud Soul, so not
it's the best?
It's good, but it's not the best.
No, it is the best.
So it's good because you have a lot of characters that love
Benefit
the
a lot
extra
from the
movement speed. Yeah.
And movement speed is the most valuable stat in the game.
No, Mountain and Hextech would both be better, but it's fine. So,
I mean, you're wrong.
that's okay.
You don't have to spread misinformation.
Chronicler, if you have time in between games, you need to check the live channel in your disc. What is happening in very friendly Discord? Do I need to be worried? Are they okay? What's going on there?
Yep. Dora Too Crazy also understands that we need to dispel the myth that Cloud Soul isn't the absolute
Okay,
be-all
well,
and
let's
end-all
talk
dragon.
about the value it provides, right? Because between Mahal and Call Me,
Yeah, imagine
and
Mahal,
HH,
but
it has
faster.
a ton of extra. No, it actually does have a ton of extra value, but it doesn't auto-win you the game.
If Nongshim lose, I'll admit that I'm
Cool.
Or
But
if
I
they,
don't
like,
think they
if
will.
Gen.G gets 4
So,
Cloud Drakes.
My issue with Gen.G's comp is that as strong as it is very... It's a lot more finesse-based, wherein you need to actually get like a good flank from Zest, or you need Ophelia to get in and get enough poke down. And otherwise, if it's just a straight-up 5v5, I do think you're going to struggle. The front line and hard engage from Nongshim is really good as Mahal continues not carrying. Now staying on a Hull Breaker.
Will they ever need to hard engage? I mean, if Mahal just keeps doing this, they're just going to win side lanes.
Oh yeah, the 1-3-1 is not really
He's got a
playable.
hammer with teeth on it.
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Who
That's
win?
that's an
We don't
upgrade
know.
from a lamppost, I reckon.
So nothing bad is happening in a very friendly Discord. Okay.
So there's some teleports coming in. Gen.G are going to take away one singular Cloud Drake.
Maybe. Not even.
No, they're not. So they can give that one up. As Nongshim are bursting this down, and they have a Kai'Sa. And so this is just dead. Ophelia is going to spot out the fact that it's dead. And now, Gen.G are going to hopefully go back and grab their one solitary Cloud Drake.
You know what allowed them to make that rotation?
What?
The one Cloud Dragon that they have.
There you go. Able to get over there, manage to lock that one down. But honestly, like, unless this True Shot Barrage steals this, which it won't, I think Baron, in exchange for Cloud Drake that gives you Cloud Soul, it's debatable whether it's worth it.
Debatable? Yeah, really?
Debatable
really
whether it's worth it here for
It's debatable
Nongshim.
if it's worth it.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether
for
it's worth it.
Nongshim?
Yeah.
Okay,
sure.
when are you gonna... This is the Ondo situation all over again. Unbelievable.
I don't have to vote for it though, so we're gonna be fine.
No Ondo votes in this one.
Honestly, that was just some 5-head Discord advertising. There you go.
I've never been mentioned in a negative manner.
It's just a meat tenderizer? Wow, I wanted to make it seem sinister and cool. I don't know why sinister means cool, but it did in my brain just then.
Jax the Cook sounds cool. You know, with a meat tenderizer, just making schnitzel.
Yeah.
Just in his house in the Austrian mountains.
Making schnitzel.
Making schnitzels.
Would you like some?
You know, some fries.
Yeah. I'm imagining like he's got like one of those triangle houses. It's like perched on the side of a mountain.
Yeah.
And he's like sitting out on the balcony.
Living his best life. You know, he makes his own bread and then he turns those into breadcrumbs and he uses that for the breading.
For some reason, he like in my brain looks like Chris Hemsworth when he was in the fat suit. You know?
Oh, well, surely this is too many people.
Yeah, Zest's going to bait in Mihail, and let's see whether Jax Paro can escape this one. I think maybe he's dead. And this is what happens, right? If you don't lock down that Cloud Soul, your Jax just gets caught in a side lane.
Yeah, but
it's really unfortunate here for Nongshim.
Just his life, and they're going to get at the very least an inner. Yes. Is this a 4 AM Discord call? That is kind of the vibe.
I think so.
Yeah.
4 AM's kind of generous. I like that. They do manage to take this one down. It's okay. Winner decides to go in. I don't know whether that's a winner's move, but Lospa able to get the quickness working. There's 0 follow-up, though, so he's just going to die. True Shot Barrage comes on through, and Winner still wanting to press that Q button again. Police Syndrome will be fought off, and Zest no longer wants to team fight with his team. He's decided to vacate. He's heading towards that top side and will push in that wave. Not going to push any further forward, though, as Nongshim look to make their way out. Vital can easily get over that wall. The Arcane Shift, and does so as they connect some chains onto Sounder here. He is going to try and make his way out. There's the kick, and there's the double! Just inside, zapped to death by a static Shiv. Glad they buffed that on this patch. And Gen.G going to be able to grab a couple of kills on Nongshim's way out.
And it looks like Gen.G is not going to give this win over to Nongshim for free, even though they had a lead and then kind of gave it away. They will not continue the giveaway, Atlas. Giveaway is cancelled as Sounder uses his Q here, so he doesn't have the Q available to block Winner's Q. Winner gets his Q off, makes his way behind with a nice ward kick, and then immediately allows Ophelia to pick up the double. Unfortunately, there wasn't really any objective to speak of, and the value for Gen.G is minimal, but they did get some kills, and Ophelia building towards a Lich Bane. Also, Do Not Call Me actually like this a lot, going for the Rage Blade, now building towards a Maul here.
Okay, so this is going to be similar to the build that we saw last time around. I guess this is the Kai'Sa build, right?
Yeah.
I'm comparing it to the AP Varus build that we've been seeing that has Riftmaker instead. But this is the way that Kai'Sas do like to build. You get the Rage Blade, you get all 3 upgrades. So Call Me now has it.
Yeah, I think it was, it probably was, usually with stuff like this is Ox. I think it was Ox or Kisan who told me. One of the big reasons why Riftmaker is so popular is because when you use ult, the free Blight stacks all proc the Riftmaker. So you basically get an instantly stacked Riftmaker every time you hit an ult. And yeah, I think for Kai'Sa, the extra survivability that is provided by the Maul Shield is really valuable because you are going to go in. This is not full AP Kai'Sa that we saw
This isn't poke, Kaiser. No, you need to stack that Rage later.
You really do. You really want to go in. And you do, of course, serve your W poke, but it's more about enabling and then popping in and assassinating whoever you happen to queue. It is definitely a podcast with Gaze's record. Yeah, that is accurate.
We've been talking a lot about the game very recently, but that is largely because this is pretty close. You can see Nongshim have about 1,000 gold lead. They will be able to make this unwinnable for Gen.G if they can take the next dragon, though. That's going to be up in 15 seconds' time. And that is a Cloud Soul for Nongshim. Gen.G have the ability to get to double Clouds. And that is going to be twice as many Cloud Drakes that Nongshim have. And that will put Gen.G in an absolute winning position. And it looks like they have sole possession of this pit. That's just going to explode. And so the Cloud Drake, not something Nongshim are interested in. And so now Gen.G, I mean, you can look at the gold and you could tell me that it's 1,000 gold in Nongshim's favor, but having twice the amount of Cloud Drakes, I think is like, for a monetary value, I would say is like catastrophically ahead.
Can chat cast the next fight while you podcast? We've done that already before.
Yeah, I think you guys have been casting like the first half of every game.
No, but remember,
we did do that.
We had a Twitch chat call cast the team fight.
Yeah,
that already happened.
You guys did a great job.
Yeah, it was awesome. We didn't say anything.
You can cast the next one if you want to.
Yeah, we give the chat.
Sound off in chat. If you want to cast, like, maybe I'll take this and then you guys can do the one after that. As Double H goes in, they just explode the cannon before he can do anything at all. Slicing Maelstrom, still up and available. He's not even going to be able to teleport in after he respawns. That's going to be 50 seconds time as Losper tries to dive on top of Idol, but he gets out of the way. They explode the Kai'Sa, sorry, the Xayah, and there is nothing that Gen.G can do. There's nowhere that they can go. Ophelia is scattering to the wolves, and you can see that Mihail able to dive on top. Rakan, nowhere to go, no options. And it's Winner and Ophelia just trying to get themselves out. Gen.G looking a little bit lost in that one.
And not giving up.
Not even their Cloud Drakes could save them. True Shot Barrage came on through there as Sounder dives over the wall. Winner is just going to call it. He's going to realize that he's not going to be able to make it out, and Call Me just with one Void Seeker. He's going to be able to get the work done. As Ophelia, that was a bit cute. But in the meantime, Vital and Mihail are getting the work done. They will take down this Nexus, and Nongshim will walk away with a Game 1 win. And we didn't get a Cloud Soul.
And we didn't get a Twitch chat cast.
It's all right.
Gonna have to save those.
Yeah, Twitch chat's going to be able to cast a team fight, maybe the first Herald fight next game. You guys can prepare yourselves for it, okay?
We need to vote. And I will be voting for the Kai'Sa. Actually, he thought that Call Me had a really good game.
I mean, I'm
showing the value.
I can't not vote for Jack's Parrot.
Ooh, that is, you know what? That's a tough one. But no, I gotta go with the big boom damage vote. As, man, Ophelia really tried in this one. Everyone looking cute, keep slaying, chatting casters. That's the energy we like in challengers. How they lose that? Well, let me tell you, both teams have a Nexus.
Yeah.
And one team's Nexus got exploded.
I like this guy's question.
And if you're thinking like, what does that help me? Maybe the answer I gave kind of matches the level of your question. So you can,
yeah. I like this guy says, enjoying this kind of games.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't really understand the question, but it was just funny. Anyway, is this same casters of LCK? Indeed.
They're even better than the LCK casters.
These casters are even better. How are we not working for the LCK? We should put our resumes in. I think G-Sun follows me on Twitter, so I'll send her a DM.
Oh my god, the real G-Sun?
Yeah, the real G-Sun. I know.
Unbelievable.
I know it's a bit of a name drop saying that G-Sun follows me on Twitter. Yeah, I understand that.
Wow.
But like, sometimes you gotta flex. And that's what I want to do. As it's Call Me that picks it up, boom boom damage will reign supreme. That is, do you know why they couldn't vote for Mihail? Even the POG vote could not be caught. That's what happened.
That's good. They ran away from it.
Yeah, they ran away. I was able to catch the vote, but like nobody else could actually collect the POG votes flying past. So you couldn't really get there. Yundo, did you actually vote Call Me when you could have voted for top lane? Because that would have been sad. I just did it, man. I voted with my heart. That's what we do here in Challenger.
I just like seeing Calmy's picture because he never looks happy about his
There's
POG.
not a lot of plus.
There is no joy. There is only I won.
Yeah.
And
honestly, it's the right mentality to have because we are here and it is game 1. So he needs to win a game number 2 as well, or a game 3 if he wants to get us to a potential 8 games today. As we said before, the likelihood of 9 games at the beginning of the day was extraordinarily high. So that means that we're probably going 6 here today. Whee! Sort of how it goes, but I think we're going to be heading towards a short break. When we get back, game number 2, and potentially some more podcasting. We'll see you there. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to LCK Challenger Summer 2023. I'm Altus. This is Chronicler, who loves ducks and has a full chronicle that involves ducks, Alfred in particular, and soup recipes. And you guys can all find it on his very nice Discord that he has. You could probably find a link to that somewhere, I'm sure. Atlas, can you tweet G-Sun and tell you that we say hi? Yes, I can, Gatorant. No worries at all. Would absolutely love to do that. And say Jack's asked to not overwork the mods. Okay, yeah, no worries. There is no Discord. That was a lie. What do you think of Nuke Duck? That's actually a really good question.
Year of the Duck!
Yeah, there we go. So he thinks that.
Well, I mean, Nuke Duck is the one that's currently taking care of Quid. So I hope he's doing a good job.
Yeah, true. Also, Yundo, you can say hi yourself. I'm not going to do that for you.
Yeah, we work together, Yundo.
Exactly.
Are you okay?
Exactly.
Is everything fine? Has Challengers finally gotten to you?
He just said Duck Dam.
That is a good... reminds me that Duck Dam is no longer in the...
I know, it's a little bit... Well, I mean, you know,
the
spirit of Duck Dam is still here. Gen.G have selected blue side for the second game. We'll see whether that is going to help or hinder their chances of a comeback victory to bring us to 3 games in this series.
Where is play tomorrow? We don't know. We are unaware. And
could he be in New Zealand?
Possibly.
He might be farming some camels. We'll just have to see. I have a feeling we've got a draft on our hands. And I'm hoping that we're going to see more Call Me fans. This is actually, like, pretty dope. Like, look at this. We've got, like, a sounder fan there as well.
That's a Vidal, right?
I feel like... Oh, that is
Vidal? Yeah. Like, goodbye?
Yeah, good Vidal. I thought it was Call Me. It felt like it was his angry face looking at us, but it's, like, so cool shadow that I didn't manage to make out exactly who it was. I apologize to everyone.
We had someone asking Chronica which guy is like the guy that you're gonna fanboy over like Bulldog. Who is that guy? Lucid, maybe? Thanatos?
Yeah.
That's a tough one. I feel like there's a good list. Like 5, 6 players maybe?
I feel like there's quite a few. I feel like you've been on the DK players for quite some time.
Yeah, I mean, that's been like a year and a half now.
Yeah, I wonder what like the new one is. We don't really have a new one just yet. Well, it was Smash at the start of the season.
Yeah, but not so much anymore. I mean, it might still be Smash. I think Smash individually
for me, it's all great. Sponge and Plan B. That's all I want. Yeah. Although Frog this season,
Frog has really made an impact.
He's been hopping off. Know what I'm saying?
That was really good.
It's draft time. All right. Pigeon been banned. The 2-letter named champion has been banned. Nico and Ivan. Oh my goodness. Seeing him on the ban list does make me pretty happy. I'd like to see him picked more often because I like Daisy a lot, but it's just cool to see some new stuff in the meta as Bristle going to be taken away alongside the lady that rides him.
Oh, we got a compliment for you in YouTube chat. We often do check YouTube chat, but it's just a little bit weird sometimes. From the Chocobo.
I can just say, Ayo, what's the language?
No, from the Chocobo.
Oh, looking good. Oh, thanks, Chocobo.
Yeah, good for you. As double, is that the Brat side meta now? We double tree ban as, oh, we're gonna just, don't run it back.
Well, it looks like, you know, if it's broke, don't fix it if you want to lose game 2.
But that's not good advice.
Well, I mean, it depends what your goals are.
Your goals are winning the game.
Well, you don't know that. Don't assume someone's goals.
They're playing a competitive series of League of Legends.
I mean, in theory, their goal should be to win.
I feel very confident in calling what the goal of Gen.G is.
No, I get that. But this is Challenger. It's not what you assume.
Ooh, you got me there.
Yeah, see?
Oh, you got me there. The 2 best LCK casters are currently on a day off. That's a good, I like that one.
True.
That's a good bait and switch.
Yeah, and even if that's us, that sort of does refer to how we've been commentating.
It does.
Because honestly, the vibe of Challenger is kind of like we have microphones, but really it's just a watch party. Like, let's be honest.
It is.
That's what it kind of feels like.
I mean, Chat is going to cast the next Herald fight.
Yeah, they are.
Right?
Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready to cast a fight? Because it's going to be on you.
Yeah. First Herald fight. So and if there is none, it's second. Like, what if there is no first Herald fight?
Well, it's whichever fight happens first. It doesn't matter where it is. It's just going to be the first team fight.
Okay.
First team fight involving more than 4 people. So, like, little skirmishes and stuff we'll take care of. But.
Yeah, so, like, the first... Is it 4 on each side?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Or maybe I feel like 3 versus 3.
Yeah, 3v3 is fine. So,
that's
6 people. We have 6 people. We're good. We are now parasocial LCK Challenger casters. Absolutely, Kami. You don't even have to be parasocial. We can be actual social.
Yeah, that's kind of how it works in Challengers.
Because I feel like even though we're not together in person, we're together in the spirit of Challenger. All right, well, we got Purple Lady and Purple Dude. So that's pretty cool.
Double purple,
the Wombo combo.
Shiv. And the one of the real problems that you have as Gen.G is like, what do you pick here that actually does well? Because I'm wondering if we keep seeing these like double Shiv, double AP, like tank buster builds continue. Like, is Bruno gonna make an appearance at some point?
Oh baby.
You know, like
I still think that Mundo's broken now. Champion's real silly.
Is it Jax?
Oh
it's
god, we're just literally running
just
it back.
a run back.
It would be the saltiest of run backs.
We haven't been molding about Kusante all day.
Yeah,
because he hasn't really been picked yet, which is wild.
We could do with a little bit. No, we're just like, no. But guys, it worked so well in game 1. Quickly, let's do it again. All right, Sounder, that is a thing you can do. God. That's kind of fun, though. I'm not gonna lie, because in the early game, you do actually have like a lot of mixed damage in these duos.
Okay, if Notion don't get a lead, this comp falls apart like very quick. But if they win in.
But it's a pick comp. It's cool. Yeah, mid-game it's like scary, and then after that it's like...
No, but like if it works really, really, really well. Like between...
If this was DK, if this was DK with this draft, I'd be like, well, it's over now.
It's
like,
done.
Honestly, Gen.G should just hang up the keyboards.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's Nongshim, so we will have to, you know, give a bit of benefit to Gen.G. The fact that they're running back a comp they got smashed on, though, in Game 1 is just a little bit of a shame. Because they won the first fight, and then it just wasn't good enough. So it's an odd situation. We might just have to see, because Gen.G, obviously something's been working in scrims with this particular composition. They're going to go for it again, see whether they can take the victory. The answer to Renekton is going to be this cannon. Mihail was huge on the Jax. They're not going to be able to talk about Captain Jax Harrow anymore, which is a little bit of a shame, but that's fine.
But now he can be... Schnappy?
Schnappy?
Ja, Schnappy, das kleine Krokodil.
Ah, yes.
Schnappy, the small crocodile. He has a song, he has a dance, he goes to Egypt.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Didn't reach the other side of the globe.
Is that the one with the song?
Yeah.
I don't want to sing it, but I think I know what it is.
Ich bin Schnappy, das... Yeah?
Yeah.
You know it.
Yeah, I've heard about that one.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Okay, Mistake Boy, what is this? Okay, I'm gonna need to... Okay, you guys always cast the fights, but no one ever wants to do the dirty work. Sound of killing chickens, did Carve hit a cast a minion, did Double H buy a Kindle Gem. This is where chat can truly shine.
It's been a great day at Challengers.
Yeah, Live Love Larry, that's the line that I knew, but I didn't want to say it just in case that's the wrong one and it was like going to be rude or I don't know. I overthought the whole situation, but let's rock out for a little. Did you guys hear the fan chants as well? Did you hear the fan chants?
I really botched that one. I was actually thrown off by the fan chants.
Yeah, fan chants were dope. Did you guys hear the fan chants, or did we just hear them in our... Oh, it's dope, guys.
Nice.
Challenger is starting to pop off.
It's crazy.
You know what? Honestly, guys, I reckon we can make Challenger as big as the LCK. What do you think?
Yeah, easy.
Easy. This is the next generation.
We got in like 4 months of actual gameplay. We're
going to be petitioning to commentate while we're supposed to be sleeping.
Yep.
Academy. That's the next thing. We're going to be casting 10 days a week.
Oh shit, we got Yordi saying LOL chats are so cringe. Man, he got us good.
Wow.
Atlas.
Well, I did cringe at what he just said, so he might be correct. But he is the proof to his own logic.
It's beautiful.
And it is gorgeous.
You can't judge.
I can't fault it.
No,
I can't because he said that. It's true.
You can't judge a chat without participating in it.
Oh wow! Look at us go! Look at this chat. They are already casting the game.
Unbelievable.
Mistake Boy nailing it. Absolutely incredible.
Bring challengers to an 8. Hey, oh no, Ted. Let's calm down a little bit.
Bookjan's like we're sending Gamushi down to increase the challenger ratings.
I don't think that challenger players are good enough to play in the LCS, but I do think that maybe if we keep trying, and keep building up our players, that eventually they can.
I mean, if we send enough of them to the LCS, then the LCS will just be challenger.
That is true.
We talk about, like, you know, Challenger being as good as a main league, but then you look overseas and now Challenger is a main league. You know, isn't it beautiful? Oh, gorgeous.
How many shivs? T1 Chronicler,
3.
it'll be 3 shivs. Actually, no, 4.
4 shivs.
Because Vital's also going shiv.
Should be.
Sounda, you have PTA. You are released. There is a Renekton in your game. You have one option. You have one play.
Sounder is skipping wolves and will be spotted on a ward. Mistake Boy is actually just straight up casting the game.
Yeah.
You'd love to see it.
Vitals push Gen.G on the tower. Oh my god, look at chat go.
Yeah?
But chat, they're warming up their vocal cords. They're getting ready for the first fight.
We could make it big if we casted. Absolutely incredible. Thanks. We'll keep that in mind. I was thinking about it as a career path, actually.
Casting.
Yeah, what do you think?
Well, you know, you got some stuff to work on, but I think if you really put in the effort,
the thing
I
is,
think there's
like,
a chance.
I just don't think that I have any other skills. So
you're locked into this.
I feel a bit priced in, and if this doesn't work, then
what are you going to do with your life?
Yeah, well, like, I don't know. I guess we'll just have to cross that bridge, but as we come to it, and then maybe sleep under it.
I could see Barista Atlas.
Ooh, Baratlas?
Baratlas?
Ooh, I'd be kind of down. What about, like, maybe I could be what is it? What's the guy that does the Dungeons and Dragons?
A DM?
A DM. Could I be a professional DM? As Colmy's dead, yeah. That's a flash, and winner is gonna win.
I've seen this one before.
Yeah?
I've already watched this happen. This is just the same times a flat circle.
Yeah. That's how it goes. Oh! Mistake Boy popping off. Lee Sin does manage to get that first blood.
That's a really good...
Colmy?
That is...
Oh, man.
Jose.
You guys.
That is... Whoa. You know, it's nice, because we're having fun today, but chat is really... They're stepping up to the plate.
Yeah. Meowing Dog, we are doing absolutely wonderfully today. And we're just overflowing with pride at how talented our chat are. So we're going to have a look at this replay. Mistake Boy, break it down for us. Yep, Vital was doing his best to keep that wave in a nice spot, but that's not really what we wanted to hear about. And unfortunately, with the delay, it is hard to get your immediate thoughts on the situation, but it's totally fine.
Handsome casters by voice. Yeah, we've both been told that we have a face for radio.
Yeah.
And commentary.
Yeah. Someone said that I had a voice for silent movies, which is it was a really nice thing for them to say. And a face for radio. I got both of them.
It's a good insult.
Yeah. A voice for silent movies and a face for radio. So like that is multiple career paths at my disposal. This person is really
someone that's going to say hello.
Yeah. Winner is going to look a little bit sheepish, and the Ocean Drake is going to lose interest in the Lee Sin. Looks like Sounder will be able to lock this one down. I like the amount of respect Gen.G are giving, but also...
fight?
Yeah. Ooh, okay. Chat, get ready. Get ready. There are more than 6 people. Let's go. All right. Drake's going to be taken down. I'll do the handoff. Okay, they go for the engage. Ophelia's in. Take it away, chat. Oh! Whoa! Oh! Boom, baby. Oh, meanwhile, in the top lane, chat. Never mind. Nothing's going to happen there. Really nicely done, guys. Oh, my goodness. You got us all hyped up.
Oh, chat.
Yeah, we had to come in there with some of those, like, side calls.
Dude, we are so good.
Yeah, man. You guys are so good. Seriously.
Great job, chat.
Absolutely amazing.
And
nice
the
work, guys.
burn isn't quite enough on the Fila. It is not.
What I loved was the fact that everyone managed to hand off to each other. It was like one chat was coming right after the other.
Perfect.
No one was cutting each other off. Oh, man. Just gorgeous.
So looking at the replay here, the problem for the Nongshim composition is that, particularly without having Magnet Storm and the ultimate for Varus available, I think you lose out on a lot of power. And not being able to just isolate a single target means that you are going to get run completely over. And like these longer skirmishes, Rakan, LeBlanc, and Lee can just pick target, kill target, and they don't really need a whole lot of help with that one. So Nongshim not off to the best of start, and this is the type of comp. If you don't win early, life is bad. Although Mahal, my guy,
didn't have a lot of fury there, so isn't actually going to be able to get any sort of like Q situations. Although, like, honestly, Flash WQ would have just killed Zest. Thankfully, Zest is now underneath the turret. Miles not exactly the most healthy. Shout out to the SKT skin as well. Always a bit of a fun one. We don't see a whole lot of SKT Renekton. I believe that's the SKT Renekton is
oh my god.
It's Marin, right?
We didn't even notice.
What?
There was also Chocobo holding it down in YouTube chat.
Oh,
Zest.
heck yeah.
Shout out. Great job. Glad that even YouTube chat partook in the casting. Sounder.
All right, Sounder is going to repel, and wow, that chain is going to be broken momentarily. Now Double H is diving forward. Doesn't really find too much, though, and of course, no Magnus Storm to be had at level 4. As Vital's level 6, bit of a discrepancy between the support and the AD carriers. In fact, Nongshim in general, just a little bit behind in the experience department. Double H going to get himself back down towards that bottom lane, as Winner is just going to say, well, I guess I'm going to start it.
Yeah, the bottom half of the map for Nongshim skills very well. Right between the Varus and Call Me. You're feeling great, but then you look at the top half, and things are not so good. Renekton isn't able to get a lead, obviously to be expected, is playing into cannon, so that isn't really the worst of deals. But Sounder being unable to contest early on, not able to snowball any of his lanes, and now facing down a fat Winner is a very bad time, and if Nongshim lose complete control of the map, the composition doesn't really
there's no
work
outs.
anymore.
Yeah,
No.
that's the problem.
Well, if they obviously they could face check and just walk into a Varus ult or a Cocoon, but like that shouldn't realistically happen.
Yeah. I mean, this is Challenger, so anything can happen, as we know. As Vital, 6 points here towards the bottom side, utilizing his oceanic learnings in order to pick that gap, get the maximum advantage.
Beautiful.
Yep. No
Could not have done
this
it
time
without
around.
that
Nope.
experience.
Absolutely not. Unfortunately, you don't really want to do that. You want to kind of hit one of them. But in Australia, if you hit the post, it's only a single point. So never you mind. And yes, LeBlanc was seen leaving lane. Will now be pinged once again. Nongshim going to have to back away. Sounder getting somewhat aggressive. But Gen.G just like, they look so comfortable because why wouldn't you? This stage of the game, in the position that they're in with the comp they have, oh man.
Yeah, definitely want to try and look for a dive here. The wave isn't super big though. Zest does have his ultimate available, but you gotta try something. And this is as good as a setup as any, but reinforcements are on the way. And it looks like Nongshim also realized can't go for this. And this is kind of a worst case scenario where you don't end up going for the play, which I think is the right call, but just deterring it is already a really big win here for Gen.G.
Yeah, and the more they can slow it down, the better it is. And we have to talk about sort of the psychology of games like this as well, because the team that has the most pressure on them is generally going to make the most mistakes, right? Because they're the ones that feel the most pressure. And that's going to be Nongshim in this instance with an early game composition that doesn't get off the ground. It sort of compiles that pressure.
Yeah, now Gen.G was ahead in the previous game as well, and then had some incidents, so this is challengers. We always have the caveat because the Nongshim composition does have a completely unreasonable amount of damage, so a single miss position can immediately mean the end of it. And I also think that what we saw last game is, oh, Sounder might just get a steal here.
Yeah, this is actually really cute. Oh, gonna be able to steal that one away. There's the kick.
Huh.
As Winner is just going to secure it, and it's another Cloud Soul. Triple Clouds available for both teams as well, as it was one Drake apiece. Oh, baby. It's getting spicy.
You're back on your business.
Oh yeah, I mean, it was because the weather had heated up. You know, there were a lot of infernals. Man, that chain doing a bunch of work here. Even though it's a static shiv for Ophelia, if you land all your buttons, you're still going to be feeling pretty good. As Vital collects himself some plate gold here towards the bottom side. Double H just holding down the fort, making sure that Vital's not going to be in too much trouble as Carfe turns up. And they're going to look to teleport in immediately. Teleport is going to be followed, but Ophelia, they're looking for the Rel, but this may not be the target they're looking for. Ophelia going to get dove on by this huge Renekton, and Mihail going to lock down that kill. He does immediately go down, and there is the slicing Maelstrom. Double H has to get out of there, and Sounder repelling himself. Oh, Zest almost falling. That was a decision you could make. I do like the aggression, don't really like the outcome quite as much, but I'm hindsighting on that one, aren't I, guys? As Gen.G, they'll walk away with another win in the fight.
Unfortunately there for Nongshim, Call Me couldn't join. They were one teleport down, and as a result, it is a 4 versus 3. Not enough resources available, and Even though they do end up killing Ophelia, it costs them a lot as HH.
Okay. Once again, dismounting. As Cafe takes a fair bit of damage here from Vital. Does need to be respected.
Vital is a big threat, and just walking up to him even without his ultimate is a little bit worrisome.
Still, yeah, Chains of Corruption does actually a lot of work.
Yeah, and he doesn't even have AP, right? But then the problem here is that as soon as Zest comes in, you know you've lost the fight, because this is a cannon, has ultimate available, and Sound actually ends up going for the slightly miscalculated flash. I think there's two options, right? Either you don't flash, which might have been better, but flashing out is never going to work. So
you would definitely kill.
And you know what? Getting a kill on Zest might have been worth it. Like trading your life, which again is already foregone, and then getting a kill on the cannon, allowing your Renekton to try and pull ahead. Could have been an option, but instead, gold lead for Nongshim gets bigger.
Mr. Goose has a good point. This is one of the games of all time. And I can confirm it is happening. We're here for it. And it's just such a joy to be here witnessing Gen.G bring us to 3 games for the first time today, in theory.
Shout out, I want to say Zayan. They've been casting like very seriously in like perfect English from the beginning.
Them and Mistake Boy holding down the fort. Absolutely.
It's really impressive. There's a lot of casting going on. I respect it.
Do I watch or slumber? Bobby Metro Boomin, what about both? I don't think that, like, you know how babies like listen to Beethoven when they're sleeping to make them smarter? I think that you could watch Challenger while you're sleeping to make you something. Don't know what that is, but something would happen to you.
Yeah, we are also effectively both awake and asleep.
Yeah.
So
right,
you'd be right there with us.
Yeah.
Nongshim, no, casting was on Gen.G.
Yeah.
Still might be.
Double H will be able to deny Ophelia for quite some time. Colmy's going to help lock that one down. I think they just CC'd before the distortion could even be used to come back. As Winner's distracted by Shirley, and this should be first turret blood going to Nongshim.
Again?
Is it the turnaround?
The comeback? I want more games. I'm having such a good time.
They have such good late game on Nongshim's side that if they come back now...
I mean, they really do. Like, again, I want to reiterate, like,
their snowball is insane.
Calmy and Vital, the snowball is really good, and it really, the main thing to me is this composition punishes a lack of map control so insanely well. Also, really cute here from Ophelia to try and like bait them away, and like, oh no, I'm going this way, and then his quote-unquote clone stays there, and then Calmy's like, that's a freebie for me. And that is the W involved. Now coming in with Nashor's 2 being done, Calmy going to be feeling a lot stronger. Now, Nongshim's still in the back foot, but this is somewhat worrying given what happened.
And this is also on-hit Varus. It's not going to be the AP Varus variety.
Oh, I hadn't even noticed. Very good catch. So it is only 2 shivs.
Yeah, double shiv. Could be third item shiv. You never know.
3 shivs, of course, because there is 2 on Gen.G.
There are already 3 that have been completed. Sounder doesn't have his shiv yet, but I'm sure he'll put that one together eventually. As they are going to start up the first Cloud Drake imperative.
Look at the lockdown.
That we fight for this one.
Teams having a lot of individual CC available here.
You can see already the amount of damage available, though, as it is going to be stolen away by Winner. Into the backline goes Mihail, though. He gets the Featherstorm out of Cafe. He's doing everything to try and escape, but it's not going to work as Colmy. He Killer Instinct in, but it's going to leave the rest of the team out to dry. And then the Crocodile and the Kaiser are like, well, sorry, guys. Sorry for leaving you alone over there. But now, Shirley's going to make her way towards his bottom side, and it's not over yet. Winner trying to get himself out of the way. Of course, the W is primed. And Colmy trying to offer a lot back there, and Lospa almost dies. The Crocodile going to keep himself alive for now, but that is still a huge win for Gen.G.
And that should be... guarantees us a game number 3 in this one, Atlas.
I'm never calling that at 17.5 minutes. Are you out of your mind? This is challenging.
Yeah, they're going to get an inner as well.
Oh, absolutely. They're extraordinarily far ahead.
So, like, 3K gold swing.
How many chickens are these eggs turning into?
12?
They ain't hatched yet. They ain't hatched yet.
And do see Winner again. Really great job on the lead. Sets up the fight. and then gets so much damage down. By the time that Zest like throws down his ultimate, the fight already has been won.
Kafei's just bait.
Yeah,
That's what I've discovered.
yeah.
He's not even the main character, even a little bit. Do you love that Zest is holding his static shiv in his hand with this skin? Isn't it the best?
Crony Cackler, bet your hair on it. Don't do hair bets, guys. There was the one
Yeah, we don't
moment.
do those anymore.
There was the one moment.
That backfired. You know how you
It did lead to one of the best moments in that I've had in my career.
it was one of the moments that did happen.
Truly
I lose
iconic.
a lot of hair.
Yeah, it's all back. You're fine.
That's true. Thankfully, my hair grows extraordinarily fast. It's kind of like a weed, which is very handy for times when you lose all of it because of a silly bet on a Damwon versus Gen.G game. But we digress. We have Gen.G versus Nongshim here today.
Fortunately, we haven't been doing a whole lot of that today.
Yeah. Yeah, you should bet your hair in solidarity.
I've done that, though. A bunch of times. Haven't I?
No.
Okay, what do you want me to do on this game?
You always bet to change your hair color.
It's not as fun. Okay. No,
Hammer down mustache.
I'm down to do it on this game.
All right, hammer down mustache if
What?
Gen.G wins.
No.
Yeah, hammer
No,
down. Hammer down.
If Gen.G win?
No, sorry, if Nongshim wins,
What is a hammer down mustache?
you have to grow a hammer down mustache, which is like mustache and then all the way down.
No, I can't draven it. I can't
Yeah,
do
yeah.
that.
Yeah, you
no,
can.
No, I don't want to. No.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
No. I can't, like, physically.
Just do the best you can.
That's worse, though.
That's what I
can't-
mean. That makes the bet better.
Yeah, no, but
What do you
like,
think,
no,
Chad?
no,
Hammer
no,
down
no,
mustache?
No, no. It's still entirely professional to have a buzz cut. It's not professional to have like
No,
a
it's,
very.
did you see me? Did I look professional
Yeah,
in
you
any way?
did. You
I
looked
wore a
com-
wig.
You look completely fine. The wig reveal was amazing though. But I do really, again, I think that me trying to grow a mustache when I can't is
So worth it. Because a bet is supposed to be something that you actually don't want to do.
No, I get that, but I also really don't want a buzz cut. I really don't. I really like my hair. I'm very happy with it. It took me a decent amount of time to get it to this length. Are you good? Are you good? Is that what you want?
I just think it's
I
really
don't
funny.
want the handlebar mustache. I can't pull it off.
But
I've seen photoshops of me with a Draven mustache, and let me tell you, it doesn't look good.
Ooh, can someone get that Photoshop? We can put it into the Discord that doesn't exist. That would be really
It is
cool.
already. That's where do you think it
That's where it is.
originated?
Okay, yeah, okay. Well, as long as someone can point out to me where it is, because I need to see this.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll be good enough. Maybe then I'll stop pushing for the mustache bet. But also, you just don't think that Nongshim are going to win this game, right? And so therefore, you could bet a mustache because they're not going to win, right?
A normal mustache. I can give you a bet for a normal mustache.
It has to be a funny mustache of some kind.
Sure.
Doesn't have to be a hammer down
I can do like
necessarily.
the twirly ends.
Yeah, twirly end
Sure.
sounds great. Okay.
Okay.
That's going to take some extra time, though. Just so
Sorry?
you know. Take some extra time to
Yeah,
get
I'm
the
sure
twirl.
it will.
This game may not take very much extra time, though, because it's a 6,000 gold lead for Gen.G. And they are looking in prime position to take it. 21.5 minutes. And Cloud Soul Point in 15 seconds' time. Maybe we'll actually get to see the power of the Cloud Soul actually brought to bear on Summoner's Rift in this game. I'd love to see it. The game would need to go for another 5 minutes after this Drake is taken, but Winner is going to get onto it right away.
And now, as Kami does hit, AW is going to go in.
Killer Instinct. All right, Ophelia does manage to land the chains, but that is a phenomenal Void Seeker. Still, can we find the next one? The answer is no. Enough distance is going to be created here as Sound is going to get the flash out of Ophelia. There's at least that. As Zest is just going to win the game.
Zest ensuring that my upper lip stays bald as ever.
Yeah.
Getting the inhibitor turret there.
The only thing you're going to be worrying about is moisturizing. You know, there is no need to worry about any sort of hair situations on your face thus far.
Ophelia staying alive, no bounties giving over, permanent sideline pressure with the shivs.
Gorgeous. And Mahile is at least going to tidy up this bottom lane, but they did lose an inhibitor turret. So in the cons column, Ophelia demonstrating the power of newly buffed Shiv just wasn't strong enough in the last patch, as we saw. Especially, like, did you see the, what was it, the Showmaker game? Just looked so weak.
It did.
It looked so weak.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, on Sunday. Oh, man.
Oh, the Moustache pick has been found.
Oh, nice.
You will get pinged after the game.
I'll make sure that I check that one out. As Sounder's going to have to repel. Call Me and Double H are in the area as Vital's going to speed his way over thanks to the Cloud Rift for that one. Huge shout out to best Rift ever. Zest moving up this bottom lane. Mihail in Marin form. Going to come over and try and fight it. Down to 50% before he even starts any sort of engage. As Zest is trying to get out of there, he sort of ran out of steam as the flash comes forward. Oh, Mihail, if there's another Q, you're dead. Okay, he does manage to make his way out. I thought that he was just going to try and dash forward and just die. But instead, he is just going to push Zest out of there. Didn't want to flash. So holds onto that button.
I was waiting for, because I think if he flash Qs, he actually kills
Yeah, no, I
him.
think he's dead.
But the value of flash on the next, and particularly with Nongshim's comp, does make sense. Trying to hold on to that at the same time, though, getting a kill would be so big. Getting the bounty would be a really big swing here, which you desperately need. Only this, I don't know how mid lane turret is still standing. That's kind of weird. How come no one has a mustache anymore at Atlas and Chroniclers?
Hey, talk to Bren.
Sorry?
Bren.
Yeah, Bren and Sideshow both have mustaches.
Exactly.
But they're not league casters.
They're not league casters, but they are, you know, commentators.
They do.
Mustaches exist
they have great
in esports.
mustaches, yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Is there more mustache people in esports outside of those two?
Mustached folk. I know Mr. Llama SC, who is a Diablo 2 speedrunner, has a mustache.
Okay.
Yeah,
not
relevant.
A beard is
at
different,
all.
right? Because like we have plenty of LCK casters as well with beards, but I'm talking just mustache.
Yeah, not a lot.
No, beards are common. Mustaches, not so much.
Wait, doesn't Dracos have a mustache right now?
No, he has a.
Is he full bearding
bit
right
of
now?
beard, yeah.
Oh.
But I think his mustache is like a little bit longer, but he does have a beard as well. Is this a rerun?
This
yes,
is a
it
rerun,
is.
yeah. Casting from the future, yet again.
Oh, Mac. Yeah, Mac has a mustache.
Yeah, Mac definitely has a mustache.
Good one. Good one. You should have known that.
I should have. I was stuck in thinking about Mr. Llama SC, so I was considering random people from Diablo. You know, sometimes the mind wanders. As Ophelia is going to get some poke down with his Shiv. Nongshim's still in this game, kinda.
I have a gigantic crush on Ellie Rand. Can someone please tell her? Sure thing. Completely understandable. She is great.
Absolutely. Rip Benny. Do we want to introduce you as Rip Benny or just Benny?
I'm going to go with just Benny, but if you have a strong preference, please let us know.
Yeah, let us know.
As Death Cap is done for Zest.
All right, so maybe the 1v1's going to be a little bit more difficult. There is a Sterix Gauge now completed for Mihail.
Any randoms in chat? There's always randoms in
Absolutely.
the chat. A random is thriving.
I am in the chat.
She had a cost?
Yeah, she did.
It was amazing. Really cool.
As it turns out, it went pretty well.
Who could have known?
I imagine Emily would have been really, really nervous and then absolutely crushed it.
That
like
is
she
what
does
happened.
With actually
yeah,
everything.
she also casted with Kobe and Flower, so it's like a...
Oh, wow. So that's like that's trainer wheels, if ever I've heard it.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to do anything in that
Because
particular
they're all way too good at their job.
Yeah.
It's great.
Atlas, can you say hi to my cat Sparky? He is watching with me. Hi, Sparky. Hope you're doing well. I learned how to say come over here in cat.
Ooh.
Do you want to hear?
Yes, please.
That's how you say come over here in cat.
You make fun of my language?
That's how it is. I learned this the other day. It didn't work.
It didn't work?
But our cats tell us what to do.
Oh, Nongshim with the Hail Mary!
All right, let's see what Nongshim can do. They are doing so much damage to this Baron as Winner tries to get in there. He does manage to make it out, but the Baron is going to go over to Nongshim. Colmy gets over the wall, and Mihail just trying to stand stalwart. Sounder somehow surviving, but I think he's going to fall, and the Zaya is going to be able to grab the kill on the Spider, but Winner is going to go down as well. Could it be happening? How mustached are we feeling, Chronicle? Not very. As it turns out, as Double H is going to die.
I gotta admit it, though, Atlas, I got really worried for a second there. My fiance does not enjoy facial hair, and that mustache would not have been well received, but it looks like Gen.G is going to be fine here, even though they give a winner. Carfe Ophelia still very much alive.
I would have loved to see you try and explain it to Tamara, though. That would have been fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dear. Call Me is going to be running away from this one as the inhibitor goes down on the top side, and this is, oh, God. Okay, well, we're teleporting. We're trying to get the flank happening
I don't
here.
know about this one.
As Call Me's on a control ward. Void Seeker is not going to find anything, although it is seeking as best it can.
God.
Teleport to come forward. We are trying to go for this. The chain's going to miss. Call Me's probably dead. The flash forward. Okay.
Oh, no.
There it is. Killer Instinct coming down as well. Can Call Me actually outplay this? No, he can't. But Mihail, can he outplay this? Can he do it? No, he can't. It's a double kill for the Xayah. And look, Nongshim, they're going to lose, but they're going to do it on their terms, Chronicler.
They will not be put down until they try again, and then they definitely will be.
Yeah.
Vital trying his hardest, but as the soul is available here for Gen.G, minions are battering at the gates. As so they got Drake or Baron Red, which makes sense because they have an insane amount of Baron damage. But then here they're like, maybe we can go for this. And then
It's always the first time chatters.
oh, you can boom one?
Boom. Big
So,
boom.
then Ophelia being a bonk, right, the cleanup is really good here. They're able to get multiple kills, they're able to get the top side inhibitor, turret and inhibitor, and then, I can't believe Call Me and Mahal almost pulled it off, but not going to be enough.
The casters cast castfully. I think that's what Mistake Boy's saying about himself, because he's been casting this whole
Oh,
thing.
Chad has been doing a wonderful job. Shout out to all of you. Can we? Oh my God, 4,500 challengers, baby.
Oh my goodness.
The people are here, and they are enjoying the highest quality of League of Legends
And
in
it's
the
not
world.
even a tri-cast. It's like a 20-cast, you know? Because there's so many people
it's an
casting this
infinite
game as
number.
well. You haven't actually, like, I don't think anyone's seen this many commentators commentating a game.
No,
ever.
they said it couldn't be done. They said it was foolish. They said, no, that's too many people talking. But did we listen?
That means that 4,000 people heard me do the I'm a cat, come over here call thing.
Yeah, it was great.
Which is pretty cool, I guess.
Is that the right word?
Is this the world record for the amount of people commentating? I think so.
I think it is.
Yeah. We're all common potatoes together. Cloud Soul! Oh, baby.
Picked up.
Yeah, locked in, locked and loaded. And that's a Lich Bane as well for Ophelia. He's, see, Call Me doesn't get auto-attacked. That's a great way to avoid damage.
I think Ophelia is completely fine here. Yeah. There's LeBlanc. Does help.
Yeah, the Spider decides to stay in the boot this time around. Shout out to Funnel Webs, am I right?
Very scary
Yeah.
spiders.
Yeah, I know, but I mean that they do live in boots,
No, they do.
oftentimes.
Yeah. Terrifying.
It's not great. Ophelia, oh, this time Sounder not going to find the cocoon. And then is going to get auto-attacked, as we can see. Does a fair bit of damage. Nongshim doing their best to hold on. Zest just auto-attacking this inhibitor down. Not a whole lot Nongshim can do about it.
Death by 1,000 shivs.
Oh, yeah.
Coming through here, auto by auto by auto.
Can you see just how quickly Gen.G are able to maneuver? Think about Ophelia always able to just press his R button. Just get a whole lot of moving around fast.
Well,
and
there's
things.
still an internal cooldown, you know. No, but it matters. It's there.
No.
It's,
No.
yeah.
Totally okay. Just means that whenever that internal cooldown does come up, they're able to activate it as soon as possible.
What can you guys tell us insider info about Emily Wren? Well, I shouldn't be sharing this, but she's actually an android created to be a League of Legends analyst. That's how she can watch.
She's a spreadsheet.
Yeah, that's how she can watch every league in the world.
Yeah.
And somehow always come up with specific narrative points, even though...
That's why sometimes when she signs her name, she accidentally puts .xls at the end.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, you've been found out.
Yeah.
Because that's how she
You're
originated.
not a person, you're actually just a jungle pathing spreadsheet.
Yeah. She would really not like us to tell you about her, her spreadsheeting background, because, you know, she is definitely 100% human now. But it doesn't matter where we come from, you know? It's about who we are.
Does
That's
Emily
what defines
pass
us.
online captchas? I can't comment on that.
I have no idea what that is.
The captcha, like a test to see if you're a spam
Oh,
bot.
right. Yeah.
I can't comment on that.
I imagine she probably does. I don't know.
Are you
She
snitching?
has transcended
That is true.
her previous state.
It's like a...
Another
it's
thing
like
I
an
can
Ex
say.
Machina situation.
Another thing I can say is
So-
that Emily and I played a bit of Genshin together and stuff like that in the past. So she's a bit of a gacha enthusiast.
Don't let them steal.
Okay, that is Baron. That is going to be taken there as Lospa dedicates himself or throws himself in just to make sure that they survive. Mihail's going to do exactly the same thing. 4 versus 4. Featherstorm to come forward as Sounder gets tagged by Q. Double H, though, is going to be taken down. And Zest taking matters into his own hands. It's a double kill for the cannon. And look at this. It's Gen.G proving that if this composition works, it works, and they'll win.
As it turns out, all that was the issue was play, and the salty run back is on.
Oh,
A
what movie did you watch,
smashing
Valdez?
return.
Let us know what movie you watched, as the Nexus is going to go down. Gen.G are going to win game number 2, our first game 3 of the day. Let's go. Woo! Also, thank you to Mistake Boy for casting this entire game alongside us. Absolutely amazing stuff. And here we go, into a game 3. What a time to be alive. Some Pixar Elementalist movie.
Oh, how was it? I would hope that he would have gone to New Spider-Man, as we need to vote. But I was going to assume that that wasn't the case. So I know that that it's going to be the cannon that has done the most damage, but I am going for winner. I think his early game was actually, he started ganking.
I think I'm with you.
Like level 3, level 4, got the kick early on that started snowballing the game. So to me, Zest,
And he did exactly 10,000 damage.
that is arguably the most impressive out of anything that I was going to say.
Yeah. And they took 10 towers. Coincidence?
I think not. I think not!
No, not at all.
I love The Incredibles, man.
Yeah, me too. Me and Orcs were talking about it on the LCK yesterday. Super
It's such
good.
a good movie.
I still can't believe that we didn't say the super suit quote, though. That was really sad, because that is definitely one of the greatest quotes of all time.
Where is my super suit?
Yeah, where is my super suit?
Yeah.
And his wife's like, I moved it. And he's like, what do you mean? It's for the greater good? He's like, I'm your wife. Oh my god, that's just so
The
good.
movie is so good, man.
Actually, too good.
Don't need analysis when number look pretty. So, yeah, it's about what do you value more, right? Because the early game lead was built up by Winner, and then the mid to late game was really, I think, solidified by great team fighting from Zest. And
I think the most important
Lospa
thing
wasn't bad.
for Gen.G this game was not losing early. And so the people that did stuff early were the most important.
yeah,
And
I'm,
so, yeah,
I'm right there with you, Atlas.
agree. Big agree.
Now we have real Brendan Veldis here as well. Another he got it!
There we go.
Another
Steel
commentator.
Object Drake 1.
Steel Object Drake 1?
Oh, baby.
I love challengers, man.
I love stealing objects. I'm like Aladdin, you know?
You steal objects?
I steal objects all the time, you know? Mainly just shapes.
Is that why your house is full of lamps?
Uh-huh.
Oh my god, I never put one and one
I yoinked
together.
them, yeah.
Ah,
Just stole them away. You know, like the green lamp that's in my house?
yeah.
I stole that from Monte Cristo.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Why do you need so many lamps?
Well,
Could you steal other objects?
It's not about actually having the lamp. It's about performing the theft. That's what does it for me. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
And it's what does it for Winner as well. That's why he steals object. Drake 1.
Winner having a really good game. And this Gen.G roster, you know, game number 1 was a little bit dicey, but looking a lot better here in game 2.
Absolutely. We're going to leave it with Mistake Point to break down this game. We'll see you back for game number 3. Thank you so much, Mistake Boy, for holding down the fort there. Great analysis that we saw in the chat here. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to LCK Challenger 2023 Summer. We're back here for game number 3. Nongshim falling to the hands of Gen.G, as the Spider was indeed a European Spider this time around instead of the Australian one. Australian, much similar to Australian, except spelt incorrectly. Love to see it. So, yeah, welcome back. I'm hoping that we have a little bit less of this early game focus from Nongshim. I'm still okay with seeing more of the Kaiser in the mid lane. I like Call Me playing this champion. I
have the hiccup, so I'm going to apologize in advance. I do sound very silly, so I'm just going to...
Sound very silly?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you gonna do the like hold your breath for 20 seconds thing?
I don't know. I think it's best to ignore it and it'll go away. And that's how I deal with most of my problems. And this is actually the first time,
like taxes and
it's the first time this has happened to me on air. So you guys are all here for a true like premiere experience.
Experience. All right. Well,
we got Ox in the chat as well.
Ooh, what's up, Ox? How you doing? Hope you're having a good time. Anything to mention about what you've seen? Oh yeah, I could jump scare you, but I think the 20 seconds of holding your breath is probably the best way to do it. Just enjoying all of the Rek'Sai discussion. Oh baby, do we get maybe Rek'Sai is the answer? You know, maybe that's it. Maybe it's just pick Rek'Sai and then everything's gonna be okay. Could be the way to do it. Quick cast Chronicler's hiccups. Ooh. Chronicler doing his best to try and concentrate the hiccups away. And the more he thinks about the hiccups, the more they are going to be unleashed.
You're not helping.
Yeah, this is the problem. As a Riven pick would solve most of these draft problems.
True.
I think Sierra Obsidian does have a very good point.
Yeah, notoriously consistent champion.
Yeah. Friendly reminder that all casters are cute people. Since Chad is also casting, that means all of you too. Everyone's cute. Everyone involved today is cute. It's just cuties all around. Chronically, you don't have the hiccups, except that you just hicked up.
Yeah. I don't know. It'll go away by itself, surely, eventually. Have you ever had hiccups on air?
Yeah. Yeah, I have, you know, strength of mind and will. I just will them away. Yeah, I always have. I in fact live my life perpetually with the hiccups. I just deny them from coming out. Because while you're not hiccuping, you could always have the hiccups. I'm just a long time between hiccups. And you know how you can have the hiccups? Have you ever had the hic downs?
Is that like the hiccups, but you live
A wise man
under?
once said, what goes up must come down. So the hicks must come down. So what is a hic down?
Is this an Australian thing?
I have no idea.
Chronicler is my favorite stroopwafel. I love that.
Isn't that just a fart?
say to yourself over and over that you're not a fish anymore, Chronicler. Was I? Ow. It's just.
This is supposed to. That's supposed to
what
help, right?
What are you guys
chat?
telling Atlas to slap me? Obviously, it's not going to do anything.
Do you guys hear a hiccup?
Did that actually do it? That
huge. Huge.
Oh my god.
Absolutely nailed it.
I think that
you know what, chat? That's you. That's you. You mind controlled me. I hit him on the back. Oh dang it. Never mind.
Didn't fix it.
Chad, you told me to do it, and now I've just bruised his back. Oh man.
It's worse now.
It was the fish. I don't know, Squinty.
Yeah, thinking I wasn't a fish was way better.
Now you're hiccuping way more.
He's doing it for the attention now. Have you? That's actually
Atlas
true.
tried to do the equivalent of turning Chronicle off and on again. I do have a background in IT support, if you would believe it or not. Okay, let's jump into the draft here, and we'll try to deal with Hiccup Boy as best we can.
It's fine. I'm going to soldier on and pretend the hiccups aren't there. And
I'm soldier on? You're not going to do that because it's banned.
Yeah, well, I'm going to be strictly business. Maybe this is my punishment for being too involved in shenanigans. I am now a strict League of Legends only caster.
Boring.
A strict League of Legends only caster. I focus on drafts and on gameplay. No chat, No nothing.
What's interrupting you more, me or the hiccups? That's the question, and I think I'm winning. As we don't have both trees banned. Winner could be a tree if he wanted to be.
This is where we're
and they're
at.
Gonna,
oh my god.
Okay.
I am very, very curious to see whether LCK Prio will be the same, because the Kai'Sa Prio has been through the roof.
Been pretty out of control. And the fact that it's a flex is kind of cool as well. Means that we can see it in multiple places. Of course, likely to be bottom lane this time.
So Rel
because it's
Maokai?
used a lot to counteract the LeBlanc that is banned. Rel Maokai could come in if Sounder would like to play it. I think that Sounder's kind of been beaten up in the jungle. Winner is having a very good day today.
We'll see what ends up coming through. Also, the Kai'Sa Prio, even with the LeBlanc ban, is quite interesting.
Rel is 1-1 so far, Orcs. She's looked okay. Oh man, it could have been New Lucian. That could have been fun. But instead, it'll be Varus. Purple dude versus purple girl. Let's go.
And, I mean, that is, you know, if they face each other, which, it looks like will be the case.
All right.
Actually going to have the Kai'Sa go towards bot side. It is, again, Kai'Sa Rakan, so laning phase is going to be forfeited somewhat in favor of having a lot more agencies. Ahri comes through here.
All right.
Ahri into
Annie Ahri.
Wow.
That's a matchup that we could see.
We have seen.
I think it's
now and then.
I think it's, to me, feels better than picking Ahri into Azir, who've seen always just lose.
Yeah, I don't mind Ahri into Azir as much. I don't like it, but it's better than some of the answers that we've seen consistently picked.
By the way, Bobby Metro Boomin really loves Jace. That's what I got. Good to see that you're very, very passionate.
So
about Jace.
Viego, I mean, Viego really should not be highly prioritized because I don't think the champion is very good. So Wukong and Liban, I'm gonna say, from Gen.G's side.
With the Ahri pickup, the Maokai feels way worse though, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why I think they'll then lead.
Yeah.
And to be fair though, the team fighting with just Rel and Maokai does sound kind of great. And
like
Gen.G's playing a short range comp, so
yeah.
It's still good.
Oh, Renekton.
Oh, they're gonna offer Rex. Yeah, I mean, we knew that already.
Well, maybe it'll be banned. Maybe Gen.G will get the hint that perhaps the Valor, to me, is...
knew.
Wow, it's crazy that they came to that conclusion.
Who could have known?
It's like they can see the pick and ban, and so can we. Nutty. Vital, what are you going to be locking away for either Sounder or Mihail? Cassante comes to mind, as it is Mihail, of course. He does just love playing the champion. And I'm actually surprised that they locked in Ahri instead of Cassante, because if then you can get a... Oh, what? Okay.
Yes,
Velvet. Oh, there it is.
Ooh.
So Purple Lady versus Purple Lady, except this Purple Lady's in the jungle.
Well, it could be Kai'Sa jungle.
Hey,
We don't know yet.
There we go. I think when Kai'Sa first got released, Kobe was trying to sell me on Kai'Sa jungle.
It does sound like a thing he would do.
Yep.
And it will be Cassante here on Gen.G's side for Zest. And then top side, incredible amount of CC. Really like the Gen.G comp, right? Really good dive, backline access. But the team fighting of Noshim looks pretty threatening.
Pretty dope.
I really enjoy it.
Another purple dude?
I mean, I've seen what happens when Mahal gets Jax. I'm sold.
Jack Sparrow is back.
Are we gonna get the 4-3 mirrored scores here? Nongshim winning right from the get-go? No, they don't. Gen.G's comp is great, but it is pretty. It is pretty
So much
short-ranged.
purple,
I'm
but
a little...
no Rek'Sai. True.
Yeah, that is true. I think with Gen.G's comp, my main issue is that if you fall behind to the point where you're not really able to get your, your upfront burst, you get your reset for Viego, you get Kai'Sa to blow someone up. I do like the comp of Nongshim a lot more when it comes to the consistent damage with Varus and Jax. Also think that Nongshim in a side lane scenario are always going to pull out ahead, but with Bel'Veth, right, Bel'Veth Ahri sounds quite strong, frankly. I think one of the big things with Bel'Veth is that she can actually mitigate some of the burst that comes through from the opposing side.
I'm just looking forward to all of the little void
the void
dudettes.
links. Yeah.
The Void doodads really make me happy.
Bel'Veth versus Kai'Sa thematically is quite cool.
It's pretty cool. Like, it's a 5-cost versus a 4-cost, though, so you'd imagine that Bel'Veth would come out on top. You know, and she gets her own passive, like the Empress's thingy, stuff like that. Kai'Sa is very powerful, you know, and has always been a very high-cost unit, just in general. So I think that, you know, Kai'Sa will still be pretty useful, but Bel'Veth has pretty consistently been just pretty high tier when it comes to these Void units.
Yeah. I love Auto Chess personally as well. And we'll see what ends up happening here. Gen.G, very strong, very straightforward draft, but I like some of the magic that Nongshim have shown us.
Yeah, very true. Did have it pointed out that K'Sante is also a 5-cost, so you never really know how these things are going to go. But ladies and gentlemen, there is one thing we do know, and that is that it's time to rock out. Fan chants into doo-doo-doo-doos? Oh, baby.
Yeah, I'm very happy. This time I didn't get distracted by the fan chants.
Perfect.
Suddenly being there. It is still harder, though, to keep track. As Carfe? Ooh, look at that. Also going for Halo Blades. We've seen this from our bot lane Kai'Sas mostly. To still try and maintain a level of pressure.
Yep. It's going to be a fair bit of potential shivving and things like that towards the bottom side of the map.
It was the fish thing that actually helped me, realizing I was no longer a fish.
Yeah. Do fishes get the hiccups? Did I say fishes? Do fish get the hiccups?
I have no idea.
You know, is the plural of fishes, is the plural of fish, sorry, only ever fishes when spoken by someone from New York in one of those, the TV shows about gangsters?
It's like, oh, he's sleeping with the fishes, eh?
Yeah, that one.
I don't know. I don't know why.
I feel like that's a thing. Fishes is multiple species of fish. Aha. It's like fruits is multiple fruit. I heard about that. What about sheep?
Man, English makes such great sense. Lovely language.
So if there's like multiple species of sheep, would it be sheeps? Would we get sheeps? Sheep eye. Sheeple. Ah, yes.
Sheeple. Wake up!
Sheepies.
Wake up.
Put on a little bit of makeup.
You. Nice. No, I was gonna go like the you person in chat.
Ah.
This is not. That's the copy pasta. This is not real.
Ah, yes.
You know, like the really crazy one.
I'm not an awake person, unfortunately.
Well, you haven't had coffee in like a few hours, so I'm a little worried about you.
I know. I only had like 11 shots today.
Yeah,
really behind the ball.
Well, no, you're on like what, 6?
Oh, when I got to work, yeah. But then we had a couple.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
You were already on 6 when you got to work?
Yeah.
I thought you.
I mean, I had to awaken in the AM this morning.
I must have miscalculated. No, I know. We had an early call on the day because we're doing free best of freeze.
Yeah. And I'm more of the let's just say that I enjoy the weekday LCK days more than the weekend ones.
Well, you're a real gamer. I'm a bit of a fake out. I don't really do well with traditional gamer schedule. Like 2 to 10 is like the latest I can do. But I always wake around like somewhere between 9 and 10. Later than that,
I do like
work.
my you know, evening gaming with Valdez time on Discord.
Oh yeah, I really miss that. I wish I could do more of that, but I just fall asleep. Not a lot I can do about it. As winner is going to get spotted here. Sound, I would not be sad to try and look for a cheeky 1v1 or 2v2, but if it backfires, you are in really deep trouble.
Would you say that Bel'Veth flies or swims?
Swims, for sure. Yeah, I don't think she flies.
Can you swim when it's not water?
Swim in air? Like, I mean, not really, but that's kind of what she's doing, right?
I guess, can you swim when it's not liquid is the real question. Because theoretically, if you could survive in lava, you could swim in it, right?
Sure. But I think based on how she looks, it's meant... I guess she is flying, but it's looking like she's swimming.
It does look a lot like swimming, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So maybe it's a bit of column A and a little bit of column B.
Ghost.
All right, Ophelia looking to try and get out of there. The charm just kind of goes incredibly wide. Where's Ziggin? Where's Zaggin? We're getting a knock up, and that is going to be first blood for the Bel'Veth. Sounder really coming out fast in this game. You love to see it, Mihail. Cute little counter-strike there, but Zest is doing some Cassante things. Mihail has an army of minions, though, so Zest not going to go any further forward, and he'll accept winning out on the trade, asserting some dominance, and then going back home as well.
Ooh, and Ophelia, I think if you flash W there, you can live, especially with your jungler also on the way. They thought that he could outmaneuver it. Does get the sidestep with the extra movement speed, gets the stun, but then trying to rely. Thought he was on the edge, but you are not. And giving early kills to Bel'Veth.
Not great.
Exactly what she's looking for. Champion, when snowballing, can be incredibly strong. And if she doesn't get anything done early, then she does lose a lot of impact.
I feel like Viego is exactly the same, though. We've seen Viego's really look completely muted if they don't get early leads.
Yeah, the one benefit I give for Viego over the Bel'Veth is that Viego, if the rest of his team can just get a kill for him, which with Rakan, Annie, and Cassante, I think you definitely can, you can still get value in team fights. Like, I don't think it's why you pick the champion at all, but I think that you still can get decent value out of the kit, whereas with Bel'Veth, she's kind of like this weird hybrid spot where she's building like kind of bruisery, and she has a lot of damage reduction, but she's not really tanky outside tankily outside of when she uses her E.
Well, Sound is going to find Winner here. Winner actually skirmishing quite nicely, as Mihail also not wanting to fight Zest, and so both of the Nongshim members looking to back away.
Yeah,
Mihail feeling a little bit more feisty as he moves down towards Winner.
Yes,
but he's going to be able to get there.
Sauna hadn't backed, so Winner went back, got himself a Sheen, and then obviously got the better end of Sauna there as Carfe.
Yeah, Vital going to have to flash to get out of the grand entrance here. Still trying to do a fair bit of damage with that blighted quiver and the hail of arrows. That's actually a lot of value.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah, Vital standing his ground. Looking pretty good in the end there.
We have an actual game. Have you noticed how we've actually been very
focused? Some video gaming has really ensued.
I'm invested, because this one actually is going to free games.
This is the third game. We are there. We're at the point where we're not biased towards one team or the other. No. Because if a team wins game one, then we're fully biased towards the other team in game two.
Because we want free games.
Exactly. But so now we're just here for the ride. We're just enjoying it. I'm personally just reading Mistake Boys play-by-play and enjoying what I'm seeing.
It's always good to keep honing your craft.
Exactly.
Look at the other casters and how they do it.
I take notes. That's what I do.
Take notes.
Yeah. I am 2022 MSI, baby. The entire time. Zane as well. Doing some great casting to follow up. Oh.
Just woke up and immediately opened the broadcast with the most professional...
Unfortunately, Disco, we can't say your full name, but we appreciate you.
Yeah, we appreciate the feedback a lot.
Yeah.
That's really nice. Casters are just text-to-speech AI for Twitch. And that is actually, that is factually true.
Absolutely.
That's a very accurate assessment of who we are.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I basically just read what Mistake Boy says and just say it. Like, my job became a whole lot easier after he joined the LCK Challenger chat. So I appreciate you. Jax does have, indeed, a slight CS lead, just going from what I just said. And Nongshim holding the fort quite well. First Blood's still there. No extra kills to come through here as Losper looking to try and augment it. Thought maybe we'd see a Battle Dance Grand Entrance combo, but Winner is just going to be starting off the Rift Herald.
I'm kind of waiting for the contest, though, but they're down to member. And there is no way that HH is ever going to get here in time. With Bel'Veth in particular, you really want to try and get, but yeah, they don't have access, so it's going to have to be second Herald. If you're unfamiliar with Bel'Veth, if she drops a Herald or gets a kill, she can consume what is called Void Corral, which again is like kind of a coral?
Coral? Yeah.
Coral, yeah, there you go. In Dutch it's corral, so like I just...
Yeah, you're not going to corral it, which is another word.
Which is,
so
yeah, like getting people, thank you. So, Void Coral it, and then you eat that, and then you turn into a spooky super manta ray monster, and then if you do that with Rift Herald and you throw it down somewhere, then all the minions turn into voidlings, and it's very cool.
Yeah, you get little void
and then you can
mini void
basically
guys.
just shove out and get like full plates and a bunch of damage on the next turret. So we might be seeing Sound attempt some of that, but not with this Herald, because this one just went straight up to Winner as,
Well, Winner is just going to have to heartbreak. Oh, he gets the Grump! Never you mind. That was actually pretty dope. I don't know.
Still at vision over the wall?
He just ulted. We're going all out. We're looking for the kill under Mihail, who just leap strikes his way out. Cormy's trying to get over here as Sounder realizes that Cormy's not quite close enough as the turret. Thankfully, the minion wave turns up. And so Nongshim are able to back away, but not able to get too many advantages from this moment. Man, that was a weird series of events.
But while all of that was happening, and yeah, they got the top side Herald, they did rotate Lospa. And Carfe has not been having the best of time. Vital, having a time of his life.
Oh yeah. Vital
enjoying himself.
Chilling at 10 CS a minute, just having the best time. As Grand Entrance going to be avoided here by the Varus. Pretty speedy footwork here from the man, as Carfe tries to supercharge himself, but supercharges himself all the way through that arrow that I believe pierced the knee of the Kai'Sa. Every time
can't take an arrow to the knee.
No, you can't.
That's bad news.
I know. He was having a great laning phase, and then he took an arrow to the knee.
How many people do you think know that in chat?
I imagine most, right?
Chat, go.
Skyrim's not that old, right?
Oh,
yeah, it's at least 10 years old. It'd be 12 years, over 12. My goodness. Well, there you go. And it was like right in the first 6 months of Skyrim as well that meme came out.
The arrow to. Yeah. I mean, if you could have told me that it was an Oblivion meme, then I would have believed you.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, I don't
it was
think
a very early Skyrim one.
But I would have believed you. That's how old the meme in question is. Because I know it was like a meme that I saw in high school. So, you know, both Oblivion and Skyrim kind of fell within that same time period.
Oblivion was much older, wasn't it?
I feel like it's like
because it's just like
4 years, which Dutch high school is 6 years. I took 7 because I had to redo a year.
Oblivion was 06, so...
There you go, 5 years, yeah. I mean, that tracks.
Yep. Double H just going to hop over the wall, turns into lady form, and is pretty psyched about the whole situation here, able to get himself out. Vital clears out some minions. And we have the game sort of settling down to a 1,000 gold advantage, and Gen.G should be able to even out the Drakes.
It's just happening. You know, it's...
Next Elder Scrolls is another 5 years. I guess they've got a bit on their plate with Elder Scrolls Online and stuff like that, but they're still putting time into.
As might have a 4v4 here, Atlas, but Vital isn't here just yet, making his way over now.
You can see Sounder lying in wait.
Oh, bit of the
swoops out, zigging, zagging, more zigging, and more zagging. As the Drake is in the pit, Gen.G do have them in a pretty good position as the quickness comes out. Lospa going to be able to lock down Double H. That is going to be the first kill. Tib is getting a bunch of work done as well as Sounder has to vacate the area, and there goes Vital. This is a disaster for Nongshim, and the Drake is going to be secured. Gen.G fighting back in a big way.
And it's actually the Viego coming up so big there, because Vital is able to flash and cleanse. Flans is not a word.
Yeah, he's flensing.
Okay,
flensing his way out.
Watch Vital flens his way out. But then HH goes down and Winner gets the rel. So obviously Vital looks like he's in prime position here. If he can get like a few more orders up, they can win this fight. But Winner gets himself the rel, then gets the knock up, and then the killer instinct comes in. And Calmy, even though he is full of health, he's not full of cooldowns and will have to back off. And Nongshim not able to execute on this first play here towards the bottom half of the map, and that means Dragon going over to Gen.G as we have a different soul.
Oh my goodness.
And it's really good into Shivs.
Oh yeah.
It's a natural counter to
Mountain
the
Soul coming
Shivery.
through. I don't even know what does this rift even look like? I only know Infernals and Clouds. so far. It's just,
It really has been a summer type of rift.
yeah, it has. It's been it's like an Australian bushfire season. Really windy and really hot. A lot of bushfires. That's basically how it goes.
Bushfire season has a lot of bushfires.
Yeah, I know, it's weird.
I never would have
Hey, it's named appropriately. What can I say?
Yeah, good on them.
As Gen.G now should be able to just cruise. You can see the Nongshim still have a slight advantage, and I'm looking at the Jacks, and I'm still a little bit worried for Gen.G's chances as we move towards a later stage of the game. We know that Mihail is pretty good at setting up these split push opportunities. But if Sounder continues to kind of like exist in a team fight and do absolutely nothing to help his team, then that is going to be a problem. So we are going to see Nongshim starting off this Rift Herald. And
they really do.
yeah, we need it as well, because I want to see the Empress at her full glory.
Kami doesn't have TP yet. Do know. Has it now. As does Ophelia.
Yeah, Ophelia looking to come in first.
Double
and there
TP.
is the teleport from Call Me as well. As all right, Winner looking to make his way over. The Rift Herald is going to be secured there as Mihail gets the kill on the Kai'Sa already. The Rel's going to go down, but I think the Nongshim are okay with it. Winner's going to have to try and get out of there in Rel form, and it's a triple kill for Mihail. I don't want to call it over, but I'm tempted, not going to lie to you, because Mihail is so huge now as Call Me is hunting him down. I really love the vision toggle that we get right here, as unfortunately the charm is going to land, and Winner revealed on the sweeper is going to fall. We're going to get some transformations, and Nongshim back on the board in a big way.
Oh boy. And that is a Herald for a team with a Bel'Veth, which they so desperately need. A decent amount of damage onto the turrets as well. And I want to draw your attention to the re-engager, HH in particular, with the Magnet Storm. Look at this setup here. Able to go in there, get a multi-man crashdown and the Magnet Storm in perfect tandem, crucially, with Mihail and Palmy coming in from the flank. And Gen.G fully routed. No killer instant available, no resets this time around for the Viego until it is already too late. And that might be it here.
He was actually thinking that he'd missed him.
Yeah.
But he actually manages to catch him on just the edge of the sweeper there. A little bit unlucky for Winner. That's okay. Named a little bit wrongly for that particular moment. We'll see whether he can turn it around and gather some of his namesake in this particular game. Sounder had a really good time, by the way, was just transforming at will throughout that entire fight. So,
Zippity's opening.
Yeah, as Mihail going to get stunned up.
Easy.
And, oh, wow.
Think he's impressed?
Huh.
Have you seen this man?
If you guys in chat could let me know exactly what Counter-Strike does, I'd really appreciate it, as Mihail's still going to have to flash, but he's not going to die. And Nongshim can utilize the multiple people in the top lane in order to grab themselves a full health Shelly charge into an inner turret. Look at him! Look at all these little void busters! Look at him go! Gorgeous. Nice work, Gen.G. Managing to get themselves an outer turret in the top lane. And they only had to trade 3 turrets in mid in order to get that outer turret. Isn't that cool?
They didn't even get the kill.
Isn't that
on
cool,
Mr.
though?
Oh, he might die now. Okay, well, they get him eventually.
Mihail's Morales, I think is what someone called him in chat. Love to see it. And yeah, he's just going to walk his way out. Yeah, it's the time where you thought they were going to catch Captain Jack Sparrow.
It's Mihail putting out the lessons of Dundun, but then not actually dying. And Dundun's like, how? I didn't even know this was possible.
How could one upgrade the extraordinary power over Dundun?
How, I ask you?
He doesn't have the morale prowess, which is actually kind of ironic, given the fact that he was just nicknamed Mihail Morales.
Yeah, no, I first of all, love that nickname. Thanks to that one, Chad. Secondly, yeah, you can't have everything, right? You need
that's true.
Some strong points. You can't have the morale buff.
There's only so many stat points you can have to distribute to each player, right? Otherwise, it'd just be imbalanced.
So, off of that, this is why Bel'Veth is a champion that is a little bit binary. Off of that one Herald fight, they got 3 turrets.
Yeah.
3
all in the mid lane
turrets.
Yeah. So
And the first one, you know, probably would have fallen. Second one was taking a hit.
All right, but Chronicler,
Yeah.
just have to let you know that they did have to give up their top outer turret. So I don't really know how they're supposed to win without their top outer turret.
Yes, that is...
Know what I'm
That
saying?
is very true. I hadn't considered that. Thank you, Atlas. Again,
Well-
you prove me.
Well, that's
to
why I'm
be-
here. I need to provide you with the information so that you can provide the best analysis possible. And I felt like that was what I was... that's what I needed to provide in that moment.
So, Sounder, now having turned into a real Manta Ray as opposed to a fake one, can now go over walls with the Q.
Well, Manta Ray versus Fox with some lady mixed in.
What did they together? They're a team.
Oh, I mean,
it's not
they're
versus.
battling for prowess over DPS on the turret. That's like PvE content.
Man, imagine a League PvE campaign. That would be cool.
파란
It would.
팀의 포탑이 파괴되었습니다.
They could make a League ARPG
Maybe-
really easily.
Yeah, they could. Maybe they should make, you know, like, what's it called? Like, you have all the people together and they fight like bosses and they can level up and...
What if you made a League ARPG, right? Where
No,
you got to choose
I'm
what you're...
obviously memeing Veldis, who is... I haven't even...
Oh,
yeah, there
sorry.
he is. Yeah, talking about the MMO. I'm just
Oh.
baiting Veldis.
Okay, yeah.
No,
They-
but you had an
but
actual
I,
idea. So
I
yeah,
actually
yeah.
think
Hit
that
it.
they... So think about this, right? You don't have to actually design anything at all. You just basically make a roguelike ARPG that allows you to construct a League of Legends champion out of all of the existing champions. There's Ophelia. Come on over here. So you basically, you choose what they look like. They can look like literally anyone. And then don't even worry about animations and stuff like that. Make it as jank as you like, but you choose a passive, anyone's passive. Absolutely anyone's
Yeah.
passive. And then you choose any Q.
And then you can get like level ups, you can get items.
Yeah.
You can change skills down the line.
Uh-huh. And then you can try and build your own champion out of all of the existing champions. It'd be kind of fun, I reckon. Can you change the world, though? Of course you can, Valdez.
Just believe.
You can do anything if you believe hard enough. You know that. I'd love to see that because I love
think it sounds
roguelikes
really cool.
and I love ARPGs, and I feel like, you know, League of Legends already top-down view. I feel like the graphics works extraordinarily well for the format. They just have to make a map.
Well, a lot of maps.
Or 11, yeah, at least. But even then, now just put a whole bunch of monsters on Summoner's Rift and you just clear it out different ways. I'm down with that.
You do enjoy a grind.
Silly dorks. We're silly dorks, by the way.
We are silly dogs.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I think that's very, very accurate.
Yeah. I think when my parents were having a conversation about what they wanted their son to be, silly dork was top of the list.
Silly dog.
Yep. It definitely wasn't esports commentator. Double H going to go for a bit of an engage here, though, and that is a dead Annie. The Rel kind of working out. I feel like Orcs turns up in the chat, then Rel starts playing well. Some inspiration here being enforced onto Double H as Mihail, yeah, his lamppost is really starting to do some work here. He's added some lead to the end of it, I think, and he's going to look to try and push this wave in and then buy space for Nongshim to head over towards the Baron. And Sounder looking for some more possession. Void
And
creatures being taken down across the rift.
Atlas, I think we are going to get parity of score here. I think we are looking at
Parity of score? Sounder's going to lose a Baron to an ultimate from a Gangplank at 2 health?
It's because they're both going to get free in game score.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
But I appreciate the reference.
Thanks.
As HH, yet again, sets up a great team fight here with the jump or flash over the wall, and then waddles because it is still Rel, but by that point, the fight is already won. So who cares? Doesn't
Ooh.
matter.
Since chat's been so well behaved today, can we get a poll at the end of the game for who chat would give a
I
POG
wish
vote to?
I
I'd love
could.
to be able to do that.
We can't. We don't have the power. If we could, we would for you, chat.
We could also just have
'Cause
you guys sound off who you think deserves
Because
POG.
we will do anything for you, but we won't do that.
And then Mistake Boy could have like the executive decision as to whose name came up the most, and then we'll choose our vote based on him. So in fact, if the game looks like it's very over, which it kind of is, in fact, we could do it right now. Sound off. Let me know who you think the POG is, and Mistake Boy, if you could just count how many votes there are and then give your executive
Manually?
decision, I will give my vote to that player. Okay?
I mean, I'm voting for HH. I'm not joining in on this one.
Well, you don't have to. It's absolutely fine. Is that the Arabic version of the Counter-Strike meme?
Yeah.
Man, we're getting deep.
I've seen that one a million times. Yeah, it's definitely...
Because Anatoly is like just completely off the deep end. He's still voting for Andal, even in the next series.
Andal!
I love it.
Might be a call out to you, Atlas.
Mihilio, the gentle flame. Ah, it's cute. He does give warm hugs, doesn't he? Oh, okay. Well, Double H in a little bit of trouble, as is the POG vote of all of us, to be honest, because Nongshim are really struggling. Still, Sounder is zigging, he's zagging, and Mihail is an actual raid boss. Oh my goodness, Colmey's also able to throw out a whole bunch of orbs of deception, but now the Jax is on the other team!
Zippity zoppity!
Oh, zippity zappity, possession, procession, and Sounder will help lock this one down. It's a quadra kill for Colmey in the end, and the Nexus is gonna go down. Get your votes in. Who is getting it?
All
Mistake
right.
Boy, let me know.
Right, I changed my mind. I'm a lost fight voter. Call me all the way, baby! He did actually have a good game. I don't know. I feel like AJ did well. I feel like Mahal had a good one. Who do I go for? That's a toughie.
All right, I'm waiting for a Mistake Boy.
All right, no, I'm sticking with my last minute pivot.
All right, we're gonna go for.
I'm calling.
I think it's Mihail. Original vote. We're gonna go with the original vote. We're not gonna be swayed by a late game pentakill, okay? Or a quadra kill. It wasn't even a pentakill. See, it wasn't even a pentakill. All right. I think Mihili's the gentle flame. Mihilio. Call me robbed. Oh, Sierra Obsidian. I'm sorry. No. Call me's not robbed because I think Call me does get one vote. Yeah. So we're 50-50 on this test.
We are.
Yeah. So for those who are Call Me fans in the chat, Chronicler's got you back.
I love
and
the
rest
amount
of you are
of
sticking with Mihilio.
like popping off of corpses that we have because we have both.
Yeah, it's the double. It's the double death resetters.
It's beautiful. Oh, as look at this damage spread from Nongshim. Very nicely divided. Not as nice as Gen.G actually though. Wow. You know, if Winner had just, or sorry, if Zest had just built Sunfire, he could have actually been up there with the rest.
Yeah, I know, it's a huge failure actually.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, if Zest had built Sunfire, then they may have just won the game.
Yeah.
Instead of just memeing with his 6669.
Actually, shout out again to the casters for today, Zayan and Mistake Boy. Did
Yeah,
a really
you
good
guys
job.
did an amazing job. I'm really glad that I can see you guys appreciating each other there as well. Just
Very
really cute
important.
stuff. Love to see that. Camaraderie with your co-caster, very, very important. You guys are exhibiting it gorgeously.
Yeah, one would even say that, you know, the bonds between cus makes truly great duos, which is why it's so unfortunate we don't like each other.
Yeah, no, it really sucks. But sometimes you can't help when G-Sun makes mistakes with hiring.
Wow.
What can you do?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Way to throw
you
G-Sun
know.
under the bus, I guess, but I had to say it. You were her fault.
She wasn't even the producer at the
I
time.
know. Orcs is also one of those mistakes. Oh,
True.
man.
Yeah.
I'm not, though, because she was working for Spo TV when I moved over. I'm Genie's mistake.
You're Genie.
Well, actually, I'm Papa's mistake. He made the mistake and then he bailed. He just got out of there.
He realized, like,
He's like, what have I done?
what
Oh,
have
I
I
can't fix
created?
this. I'm
And
just
then
getting out.
And then he left.
Yeah.
Then he had to run
Yeah.
from his mistakes, which is just
Yeah, to the other side of the planet as well. He had it's not even just a small run either. He really got over there. All right. When is Orcs casting Challenger? He already has. Him and I casted last season. One of the games. G-Sun Slander should not be tolerated, as it is going to be Call Me actually saved in the end. Kill participation, 100%, my god. 607 on the Ari. And 33% of his team's damage. Ari performances looking this impactful have been few and far between on the last couple of patches. So it's good to see that Call Me is able to pick up another one, and that is back-to-back for Call Me as well. Pretty cool stuff.
Doing a really good job getting the solo POG interview with him. But to me, game 2 notwithstanding, Nongshim really looked like, as it turns out, having an AD carry has suddenly put this team back into a position where they can play the game.
Yeah,
Because it really
yeah.
was a, and this is no shade to Kalix at all, because, you know, you're being put in position, which is pretty tough, and we actually saw, even though we didn't cast Yasuo Gragas, which I'm very sad that you didn't get to cast.
I love the
I
good
know how much you
Yasuo
love that
Gragas
combo,
game.
but AD carry is a role that I think in particular really requires learning positioning, and there's a lot you can't really outhand.
Kalix also played Aphelios Zeri, so if there are any like specific champions that
really,
like, you're not going to be able to transition your mid, like you can't, like if you was playing Tristana, for example, you just move your mid Tristana to the bottom lane, like Ezreal. So many mid laners played Ezreal, and if you were playing Season 1, you played Ashe, you played Caitlyn, but
if you played
Aphelios,
Season 1, how old do you think Colby is?
I mean, if you're here in Korea, we take it very seriously, the learning process of League of Legends. So he was 4 years old and was probably already playing. Okay,
I was 4 years old when I got my first Game Boy.
Really?
Game Boy Color.
I'm
with
not.
Pokemon Blue.
My parents denied me an Atari when I was 3.
Do you know the Atari? I think it was called the Lynx. It's like a handheld.
Yeah, I remember that thing.
I had that one. Yeah, that was really fun.
Sounds cool.
Yeah.
My first console was a Super Nintendo, and I had Donkey Kong Country 1. That was the only game I had on Super Nintendo until I got a Nintendo 64. I had one game, and I went to the video store, like Blockbuster, for example, and I hired games.
Oh, I did it as well. I went to
all the time.
I actually went to my library for GameCube games.
What?
They had a great,
That's a dope library.
Yeah, they had like Final Fantasy games.
Oh man, that's
I
so
played
cool.
like Mario Tennis. Yeah, no, they had a wonderful lineup.
And it was really sad, right? Because cartridge games.
Oh my God, you're so old. Oh, Chad.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, super duper old, mega old. It's actually really surprising that I haven't died during this broadcast of old age. But so far, so good. We take it one day at a time.
So.
Yeah. Your video store rented out N64 games? Yeah, I know. It was dope. But what I was going to say is that it's unfortunate that we didn't get to the disc era and then still really had like a renting meta, because then you had memory cards, and so you could just get a memory card and then hire all your games, and then you could keep hiring them but still have your save files. It was save files that was the real problem. Because I remember I hired Ocarina of Time from the video store, and I wasn't going to beat that in the 3 days that I could hire it.
Hire
so I
as
had to
rent.
buy that one.
No, I didn't. I just lived in a small town, but the library just had games as well.
That actually sounds super dope.
Yeah, Dutch libraries were great.
And that would have been cheaper as well because it's a library.
I spent a lot of time, at my local, because I also really liked reading. I wasn't very popular in high school as one.
Didn't need to be. You had all of your friends within the pages.
Oh, yeah. This also, in high school, I got into World of Warcraft, so, it was like, evened out in terms of social contact.
Yeah,
it's perfectly fine.
That's how you learn social skills, I think. I think World of Warcraft is really the way. Like, look at pinnacles of, like, social
to be fair,
like Asmongold.
That's when I first learned about Azale, and that man is actually at the peak of
I mean, he's a world champion.
Yeah, literal world champion. Yeah, no,
yeah.
I'm
and he transitioned that world champion power into being the best at social interaction as well.
Yeah,
I know. Isaac Cummings Bentley, what an incredible guy. As Brendan, are you okay? What's the matter?
Oh, it probably is like one of the moments where there was like an audio glitch. Sorry, chat. I assume it's not one of us.
Oh, did it do one of the boops or something?
Yeah.
Our bad.
Feedback glitch, yeah.
No, these things have been happening a little bit.
Apologies. So we have one more series today, and it might be an 8-gamer.
I think that we...
Could be.
I think we'd be unlucky if it wasn't. We would.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, I at this point, I have no emotional investment anymore because we don't have the 9-gamer. So, like, I'm fine with 7, I'm fine with 8. But it doesn't feel as I need to get it done.
No. So what? We got Live Sandbox versus Halma Life Esports. So theoretically, it should be a Halma Life victory, especially after they came off a 2-0 very recently.
But what about Plan B?
Exactly. And there is always Plan B. This is the thing. Like Live Sandbox, just they live their life with a fallback. And Vincenzo.
And they already don't panic. We
No.
didn't have a 9 games day yet. No, we know. We were talking
not
about
this
this.
season.
We've had one in spring, which was me and Atlas, and we were really feeling it today.
Yeah, I was thinking that we were going to get there, but then somehow Kwangdong Freaks won 2-0.
Yeah, that's really that part. I still don't. I mean, I understand is Ilima actually playing well and Bull being good.
It was a very strange situation.
It was a
Patched in, perhaps.
I mean, I don't know. Bull like last year was not. He was not the best, but he wasn't as rough as he was this spring. So I think
Maybe Bull looked better because Bulldog was in the mid lane.
Yeah, the Bull synergy. Yeah, it could be the case. I think the team did definitely look better with Bulldog in the mid lane. I don't know what that's about. No, no flame towards Cleaver, but
Plan B illegal in 13 states now.
oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Viper is mommy. That is a name.
Plan B is actually he's legal all over Korea, so it's absolutely fine. He's doesn't even need to worry.
Can't wait to see what this patch will do to LCK. Yeah, because I'm not sold on the B1 Kaisa, but I definitely expect her to shoot up in priority, given the fact that there's often some similarities between challengers and LCK. I don't think it's like 1-to-1, but I very rarely see teams like things like Ivan Ban and Ivan Ban, Rel priority, Kaisa priority. I would be shocked if they don't get seen at all. I don't know if they'll be as high prio, but
I think
often
that
we
we
see
will
some
see-
movement.
I think it'll differ from team to team. I don't think we'll
Yeah.
see the Ivan priority quite as high for everyone. But I think if you've had, like, we'll know the teams that have been Ivaned in scrims. We'll know those
Yeah.
teams because it'll be like first ban. They're like,
Immediately.
I am not dealing with Daisy 3-shotting me. I'm just not ready for it.
Yeah, it's also
I'm hoping we do get to see some of that in our next series, though.
like PTA Ivan.
Yeah.
I want to see like solo lane Ivan.
I just want every annoying on-hit effect Ivan. That's what I want. I don't want to see this Moonstone Staff of Flowing Water garbage.
He had
No,
4
no, no,
items.
not
It was
about
actually
that.
kind of crazy.
Yeah, it was looking pretty good.
It
Peanut
really
is
was.
a noted Ivan enjoyer. And yeah, and they definitely do play through bot lane. And we thought that maybe that would change with Ruler leaving, but it has only become more powerful. Shiv, Nash's Wits End, Ivan.
Yeah, it
Or is
turns
that,
out,
at that point, I think that's Shiv, Nash's Ivan. Shiv, Nashor's Wits End, Daisy.
Yeah.
Not Ivan. No.
Yeah.
He's not going to do that.
Why didn't you think Rel? I think Rel was fine in game number 3. Worked out.
Yeah, I think
Great.
actually Double H did very, very well in game 3. I feel like as soon as Orcs joined the chat, Double H was like, oh, I got to show him.
Yeah, it's not quite the same as the struggle that we had. Daisy or Tybers?
Daysai or Tybers?
I'm more of a Tybers kind of guy, but I just want to see how dumb it is to see Daisy go like
I actually,
slap people.
yeah, as far as like the two, I think I'm always going to be Tibbers. But I think Daisy's
I think
autos are cooler.
Tibbers outfits are just
Yeah.
really good. It's hard to match.
And there's like so much variety as well.
Yeah.
And I think like reverse Annie is like too awesome. And having like giant Annie that you drop on people as Tibbers, mini Tibbers, it's actually just great.
I just want to say I think you're a great addition to the LCK team, to Ox. Aw, cute chat.
Aw, I am this guy. Only saying wholesome stuff. I've seen I am this guy saying a few other wholesome things as well.
Nice.
Just the best.
Really enjoy that.
Anniversary Tibbers. And we're going to have to stop comment. So we will be back after a short break for our final series of the evening. We'll see you there.